That's right. All right, we're going live on video. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Yeah, my point was, as everybody's now listening from video, Mike walks in, and I was in the middle of a conversation because somebody said, well, that antibiotic I take causes me to have diarrhea. I said, dude, I would pay some good money for some of that right now.
Now, I mean, so can I bring some in later?
No. I need to produce.
I mean, I'm sure I could work something out in just a couple of minutes.
We know you can work it out.
I was about to say,
I need to work
crap
it out
in the studio more than anyone I know.
Shite happens.
I need to poop.
I can poop enough for both of us.
No, your pooping will do nothing for my gut. Thank you. Don't you like it? And listen,
DJ Scotty's poop report.
And people get smart. I'll have Leaper sending me a message in a minute about y'all are fascinated with poop. No, we're all humans. We're all humans. That's one thing on the show I try to make sure everybody understands is if you have a problem, don't think you're alone. We all have very, very similar problems.
Oh, I'm fine pooping.
Okay,
I mean, I've always had big ears, and Denise has this nose that if she lay down on her back and point her north, it would be a sundial.
I know one thing. When she turns her head in the studio, you and I have to lean back. It's like, whoa.
Whatever.
She made a comment yesterday that she wants her own show, and her entrance music is going to be the Humpty Dance.
Whatever.
Are you gonna do your own show?
No. No, listen. Everybody has natural stuff happen. So why do you give me hell about pooping?
Well,
because listen,
you're an overachiever.
Okay, I wanted to cover that in a minute too. To me, when you work up a care package, you don't drop it off. You don't drop it off at your friend's house.
Yes, I do.
Like when people look, like when you make a new,
if the package is full, you have to release it.
Ma'am, when somebody moves into the new
you have to open it.
When somebody moves into the new house, you're supposed to take a care package like mac and cheese, some ketchup, things they can actually use.
It's in there. Don't worry.
Oh my
a housewarming gift shouldn't be steaming.
That's right. Unless it's pot roast in a crock pot. not her steaming in a pot.
Wow. This
just went down the shider.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Poor the studio.
Let's make a phone call real quick.
By me over here.
She says the sheet's getting deep over deep.
Hey, let's make a phone call real quick.
Phone call?
No. What? Me make a phone call?
Yes, to a certain birthday person.
We already tried it.
Oh, okay.
Tried it. Did it?
Well.
Oh, I got a call. Okay, never mind. I get what you're saying because we tried calling it my time and not his time.
Yeah. And okay, so are we doing this like as? Poop?
No, we're just calling the mess with somebody.
I thought we were like poop guys.
I mean, I forgot I was calling early.
Our chat has turned into, what Teletubby doll do you have?
Oh, shut up, Steph.
I like the purple one.
Just bring the
and
damn
Buddha's
doll.
like, I just have Poe.
Yeah.
I am Poe. What are you talking about?
No, that's
Poe.
No, Poe.
Hi.
Hi. Happy birthday.
Okay, thanks for calling.
Apparently,
my mom and dad gave me presents, and there's the X game.
They gave you an X game?
There are Super Mario Brothers 2 and Mario Luigi Dream Team.
Oh, awesome.
Is that for the Wii or Xbox?
Xbox.
Okay.
Why, since you're bringing up the Italian guys, why you gotta be a racist?
Oh
my God.
He's gonna get that. So you're gonna have fun with that when you get home from school, right? So that they give it to you before school, so they wound you up.
Yeah, that ain't right.
Any plans on your big day?
No.
What are you gonna do today?
Noah.
In Mario Luigi Dream Team, you can transform Luigi into a lot of Luigi.
No.
A lot of them?
I'm still trying to transfer Mike into a good person on a mic.
Yeah. And that's the same thing that happened in our country around the 30s.
A to jump and Luigi used B to jump.
Okay,
awesome.
So you need to tell your dad to let you just stay home and play the games all day.
Exactly.
Oh, that would work for you, right? Would you let your kids do that?
She did
yesterday.
He's telling him.
She did yesterday.
Hey, you need to let Noah stay home and play his game since you gave it to him already.
It's his birthday, dude. You can't make him You can't make him go to school on his
birthday. This is Mom's idea, not mine.
Okay, we'll put her on the phone.
Yeah, so tell
Danielle.
her.
Danielle, get on the phone.
Hold on.
Yeah, get her on the phone. Get her on the phone. I'll talk to her.
Hello?
Danielle, this is Military Mike.
You might as well have just given him cookies.
Hey.
You know that, right?
What kind of parenting is that?
Oh my gosh.
You're
You need to
gonna
let
give your
him
child-
stay home so that he can
That's
play
what
his new
she
games.
said.
He's staying home, and I want you to put on the note that Military Mike said it was okay.
Yeah, that's right. That's an
okay,
excuse.
well, if he stays home, then it has to be okay with his dad.
Oh, y'all are playing the game. Okay, put Jacob back on
Put
the phone.
Jacob back on then.
You know what's happening here. If mommy says it's okay, well,
Here's a-
daddy says it's okay.
Okay, so she says it's okay. You have to give permission, and you're giving permission, so he's staying home.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, so you're going to be here to watch him while I go to bed, then.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Just
No.
put
Okay.
just put the
That'll work
camera
out, man.
on.
Just put the game in front
Just
of
put
him.
him in front of the
Yeah.
TV.
You won't have to do anything.
I'll leave the door unlocked. Just come on in.
Cool.
Yeah, Mike will be there in
Cool,
about 14 hours.
All right.
All right, man.
All right, man. Well, tell him we said
Tell him we said
birthday.
happy
Right.
birthday.
Take pictures for us.
I appreciate it, guys.
All right.
Bye.
brother.
All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, whatever.
Zamboni.
Oh my God.
Just stay seated.
Baloney. I just want to be able to throw something. at myself.
Baloney. Hey, did you get that joke this morning? You said that
I have no idea.
you said, "Hey, I need you to help carry the show today." And I said, "Look, Scotty, I can carry you, okay, but to carry dumb, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To carry Denise, I was in a dumb truck.
Yeah.
Wasn't that funny?
No.
I thought it was
Look.
extremely humor. I actually leaned over and showed Crystal.
What did you show?
I-
The you
Oh.
made.
I
fun
wasn't
of.
paying attention.
First
That's a
time ever.
first.
I even
was about to
snapshotted
say
it.
that's a first.
I even snapshotted it so I could say on Noah's birthday, Mike was finally funny.
We're gonna save it on Facebook
Cool.
as an event or a what
A
is that? A
memory.
memory.
Yeah, as an event,
A life event.
Yeah.
A life
We'll
event.
we'll save it as an event for today. Tomorrow, it'll be gone.
Pretty much.
What does your hat say, Denise?
Sons of
That-
Anarchy.
Is it really?
No.
No, I was about to say that because that's not their logo.
It's SA.
We are a
She's a
nationally-
Mexican.
Shit.
Did you hear what she said it stands for?
I just get it.
What's happening, SA? See?
Well, I laughed, but
She
then
wears that when
inflated
she's
my
down at the
sinus
Beaner
guard.
convention.
Scotty.
Well, Donald Trump has the wall convention. The Beaners have
Hey,
the,
man.
the tunnel convention.
Talking about my boy, he won Las Vegas yesterday. So
I would love to just win in Las Vegas.
I'm here to tell
What's
you.
up, SA?
You're obviously not that stopped up, sir.
Oh no, that was just air
That was
over
just
the
air
turd.
over
Yeah.
the turd. That's
Yeah,
all.
so there is definitely blockage.
Well, that's gonna be funny when you lean over to do that, and there's a little surprise.
Yay.
there won't be a little.
There will not be a little. I'm telling you, I would pay
If
money.
he just gets up and hauls butt, we know what happened.
Hey, I would pay good money right now.
It'd take him 2 trips.
Really? You're bigger than me.
I'm talking about having all that poop.
I mean,
Don't-
there is not.
Wow, he went right at it. Didn't
There
he?
is not-
Bam, fatty,
Listen, there's
racist.
not one person at this table that can say they're where their correct weight is. That's why it pissed me off when old
Hey.
girl wanted to get smart
I'm
about
just
me calling people fat. Listen here, biatch, I'm like 40 pounds overweight. If you went by what the doctor says I'm supposed to weigh, I weigh at 243, and the doctor says I need to be at like 185.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
And at 205, I look like I have cancer.
Yeah, that's-
190,
that's true.
I look like I'm undergoing chemo. I look
Yeah,
horrible at 190.
There's
So, yeah,
no way.
If anybody has any room to talk about being overweight, I can do that.
That was funny though. You got to admit.
But I still say me and Mike and Waterhead are going to put on some see-through, overstretched out yoga pants. I'll pay for them. We'll go to Sports Authority or Walmart, and we'll buy some that's like big enough for my daughter to wear, and then we'll go slap them puppies on. And I'm thinking Waterhead might look good with the pink thong or maybe the green one,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna get like a white one,
Green.
much more of a tee back, so it has lace on it.
Yeah, I'm going to either go with summer boy shorts or maybe
'Cause-
a green thong.
Yeah, see, because my thought is, if I'm gonna get them to stare, I want them to like really stare.
Have you seen those?
And, well,
like
you know,
flesh tone.
Waterhead has eyes tattooed on his butt, so he's good. I mean, really, it'd be like look into my eyes.
How do
Have you not seen Waterhead's butt?
No.
let me just
And
show you.
how do you?
Let me just show you
know?
Waterhead's butt, because Waterhead is such an awesome cat. He was dared. Somebody said, "Look, I dare you to get this tattoo on your butt."
Oh my God! Really? I'm
He's
thinking about
and listen, and the guy was kind of like, "I'll pay for it." Look, Waterhead would go to the gym looking like this. Look at his hair. He's got it in 2
Let me
pigtails.
see.
That's beautiful.
Waterhead.
He had 2 French braids when he came
yes.
into gravity.
Anything for a laugh. Waterhead is just part of the crew.
Oh,
But I want you to see this picture of him mooning the camera, because I'm telling you, if you dare him to do something, he's on it.
Own it.
Own it.
Literally.
Yeah, as he gets older.
Jacob said, "Oh my God, butt eyes and a coffee sip, bad combo."
Yeah, man. I'm trying to find a picture. I showed it yesterday, and all of a sudden it looks like it's gone.
Isn't that a song by Frank Sinatra? And I did it, but
that would actually be a good song. We should redo some songs.
I
and,
think we
parodies.
should.
I mean, look, there's him in a tutu at one of the lawnmower races.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's my point though. Is if it comes down to,
I was supposed to wear a tutu and all at that one dog thing.
Yeah, and you didn't show up.
Well, yeah, you fired me like 2 weeks before.
No,
you fired me.
No, there's no firing you. When you open mouth and insert foot, nobody fired anybody. You actually
fired like 3 times.
You're actually like, look, I'm gonna run my mouth until you yell at me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, look,
that's about the way it goes.
look at that. Look at that buttocks.
Oh my God.
Those are eyeballs. You want to peep? Those eyeballs are like 7 inches tall. Can you imagine us at the gym in some overly stretched pants?
It's gonna be hard to unsee that. Get it?
People wouldn't be able to exercise because they'd be laughing so
well,
hard.
if they're gonna let them hoes dress like that, they can let us bros dress like that.
When I go in the gym, that's the way it is anyways. All the chicks stop freaking working out and they go like, dang, look at that.
Yeah,
because they're trying to have like 911 on speed dial because they know you're about to pass out.
Oh my God, they know you're about to pass something like gas.
911 on speed dial. Really, it's only 3 freaking digits.
So
I hate living in Rockdale.
How you spell that?
Swear to God. S-A.
What's the number?
Yeah, what's the number?
Oh man. Oh God. So I'm serious. What's the hat say? You can't. We're a nationally syndicated.
SA.
We're a nationally
What's up,
syndicated
SA?
program
What's
now.
up, SA? Oh my God.
Scotty blowing it up.
Yeah, I'm
about to go
we're
blow
going
your
to commercial.
bathroom up.
We'll be back in momentarily.
Yeah,
Everybody, hang tight.
Gas.
Are you going too?
I'm going upstairs.
I'm going in this one.
You go right ahead.
What is wrong, Bella?
Ah, that was a thing.
That coffee's getting to my tummy.
I'm apologizing to anybody watching video. I'm so sorry.
We're sitting here talking about where we're going to poop.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna poop right here. I'm wearing Depends.
That depends.
Well, no, I gotta go to the doctor today, so I brought a sample.
Stop. Hey, where's the gas X?
The
trap crap.
Where's the gas X?
Where did he put it? I'm gonna see if it works. Body. Great. So don't listen. I'm gonna turn the poop fan on.
Don't listen. She sits asleep. This number. All right now, baby. To my place.
I'm gonna leave that fan on for a minute. What in the butt?
Don't go so fast. Above. Now. Today. Shauna sent me this thing. It says, "Good girls go to heaven. Redheads go where the hell we want." Amen. She used to work with my ex.
Look, Scotty goes, ah. Oh, crap.
Oh, God, y'all stink.
Seems to be partly cloudy with a light haze of brown.
My poop don't stink. Thank God we have a caller in her today. Okay, speaking of, I don't know how to sign into Outlook to look at anything. Because he said that we had to, or Jacob wanted us to look on.
What happens is he uses the Outlook email address to get clips of music and videos because it's easier for him to access. Because, he does just about all this on his phone.
Right.
So we just have that Outlook thing set up over there and you just log in. Potential guest.
Oh, I don't know how to put the sign in
I'm
there.
actually going to be talking to Todd over at the social. That's the case. I have every intention of having a guest every Wednesday night on my show. Do a show, dude.
Yeah, but with David being out of town now.
Yeah.
I don't have anybody watching it. Well, I mean, I'd love to help her do.
Women don't like coming on.
Well,
And I got 12, 15 women right now. Show you, since you don't believe me, that I've asked to do whatever it is they're doing in the world. And some of them are freaking huge in the veterans communities. And it's like, call in the show, come in the show. You know what they all say?
her man.
No, it's that they're afraid that, I'm going to say they have a big butt or something. And they will post 400 freaking pictures on Facebook. But if I go, hey, can you send me one picture that I can use to put on show page? No. I'm serious.
Well, they probably think you're being a creep or something. So I don't.
The people that know me know that I'm not really this character. Everybody knows this character that's been around me for any. Even like Danny last night. Alex is Danny. Alex really know about that. Her and I talk all the time, and I was talking to her last night, and because Alex was doing all the talk, her and I were talking, and I said, "Let me hold on, I can breathe." Oh, not like that.
That from.
It was funny because she wears those kitty cat headphones, and I was like, "Oh my God, you're whatever." And I said, "If you're fine, that's all I let you walk around in."
I know. I feel the same way.
And the angels.
Everything come out okay?
Oh God, yeah. The angels come across, crying.
Yes. So I said, if you were mine, that'd be the only thing you'd wear. Right? She's talking about the headphones. And so she got real quiet. She was doing the YouTube thing. And then she comes, I said, "Look, I was just joking. God."
So our friend that's said that my looking for Bruce picture popped up in the middle of a meeting a second ago. And that everybody went nuts asking questions. and then he says, "You must be taking a crap with this double song break."
Wow.
Go back to your story. I just wanted to cover that before we go live because I don't want to say it on the app.
I said, "Gosh, I'm just joking." And she came back and she answered me. She goes, "No, you're not." You know me too well. Bella, please stop. My face during poop talk. We had some decent numbers last night. I'm thinking about hiring a 12-year-old kid that'll get on the camera and just yell and scream for 9 seconds, and that will go viral.
Right.
Instead of a topic video.
Instead of something educational.
It was a good show.
It was.
I mean,
What was
part? They got heated.
What was the funniest part though is I'm upstairs on the iPad fixing the sound, and I keep watching Alex touch it, and I'm like, "Leave it alone. I got it." But he wasn't checking his phone to read nothing.
I know. It was so funny. You came on and said, "Look,
nobody else messaged anything for a second."
Tell Alex.
All right, we're back, everybody. It's just for friggin' fun in the morning.
It's the air is heavier, but the DJs are lighter, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Duh is just duh now.
No, she went too.
I know. That's why it went from duh to duh.
Yeah.
I'm a little lighter.
What you think, SA? Hey, I'm gonna have to play that, by the way.
Hey, check it out. It's Wednesday morning, February 24th.
And
Today
Scotty,
at the Poopathon, you can call in at 678
Did you hear what I said?
1556.
yes.
Watch. All right, I'm gonna play this. Everybody listen. This is friggin'
Boy.
hilarious.
Everybody's
The
poop.
Poop Report, brought to you by Just for Fun Radio. Everything seems to be partly cloudy with a light haze of brown.
Oh, gross. That's
Live from the DJ's toilet.
That's disgusting.
But everybody does it, dude.
I know. Well, Kim Il Jung does.
Okay,
it
how about
from
this?
North Korea.
Have you ever had to go to the store and buy your old lady some tampons?
No, I get my own.
Shut up. You
Well, yeah,
you
of
can't
course.
answer that.
Not anymore.
But
You have a lady?
not anymore.
But
I took her out.
So did you ever do that?
yes, of course.
Okay. And with you, if would you buy condoms?
Sure.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
I
apparently
don't
not.
use them, so
Apparently not. You have a herd. But
Yeah.
my point is, do you know how many men I've talked to that were like, no, I won't buy that.
Really? Oh, whatever. It's the same old crap. Guys are just trying to act tough.
You know, I was with my daughter when she first started her
lady time.
thing in her at that age. And I lived in Snellville and hung out in Loganville all the time. And was walking through Walmart, and there pops up, my ex-wife, my daughter, the step diddy. And and you know, if you think about before you turn onto the aisle where all that personal products is, there's the end cap, and then there's that little square sale something that's in the middle of the main walk aisle.
Yeah, a little point of sale,
Yeah, like a little
point of purchase.
So me and him are kind of standing there looking down the aisle, and he's like, "Yep, I'm not going down there." I said, "Me neither."
Really?
You know, as she grew older, that was not an issue, but her first time, like super embarrassed, and both her dads are standing there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be embarrassing. I could see how that'd be.
And then people I know are walking by going, "Hey, Scotty, what's happening?"
What are you
Oh,
doing?
my kids just started her thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, she's like, "I will kill you. I will
Oh, yeah.
kill you."
Yeah.
I cannot believe you just said that. But see, I don't hold nothing back. And of course, some people hate that. And if you don't like the fact that I do not hold back, if you do not like that about me, then stay away from me, because I'm going to say what I think. And it really doesn't matter what you think, because I'm still going to say it. And if you don't want to be part of it, then you need to get on that other bus and go the other direction, because I'm not going to hold back. We are all humans. We all have our own problems. We all have our own faults. We all have our own opinion. You're free to think the way you are. So don't try to control how I think. Don't try to control my mouth. Good luck. My mother tried that for how many years, and it didn't work. So if you don't like what I have to say, quit listening. If you don't agree with me, you don't have to agree with me. You don't have to. That's the thing that makes America great. But if I feel something, probably going to say it. Sometimes for my own best interest, I'll put a cork in it for a second.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Just remember, it's only for a second, because eventually that soda can the lid's gonna have to get popped and the pressure's gonna have to skeet. Skeet.
You just said skeet.
I'm talking about Coca-Colas, man. You a dirty SA.
Check this out. One, Kim Il Jong.
Kill what?
The ruler of North Korea. He does not poop or pee.
Yeah, is there a fairy that comes and takes it in the middle of the night?
His body absorbs it.
Well, then that means he's full of shit.
No, you've never seen the movie Interview because he doesn't.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't do it. They said it on there, so it's true.
Is that so? That's a medical condition.
It is. And then I have a video here that proves the fact that when it's, how'd you describe it there, Denise? Lady time, that it attracts bears.
Well, I could see that.
I've got a video.
Blood.
Think of how many dogs, will eat up some panties.
Sharks.
I have.
Pardon me. I'm sorry.
I've seen the video of the sharks too. I don't have that readily available.
They said that one drop of blood in the ocean can attract sharks from miles away.
They smell it.
Well, yeah. I don't know.
So what I
need to do,
water in their nose. I need to do is I need to get all these crazy biatches that have been in my life. I needed to get them to go stay in one condo at the beach for about 3 months, so
they
that
get on the
all
same
get on the same cycle. And then we're going to go out on a catamaran, and an accident may occur.
Just going to start throwing them off like chum.
I'm just saying. There may be an accident. I need one of my homies to pull up with a jet ski to get me
FBI.
out of there. I'm
not going to be part of any, I don't want to be part of any of this.
You're not one of the crazy
It's recorded.
You're okay. You're safe.
No, when they come asking questions.
No.
Listen here, S.A. It's on your hat. You can't say you're not one.
I just posted the video of the bear attacking the woman that was molting or whatever.
Molting?
Oh my God.
In rut or whatever.
In rut.
So that's proof there. And then I'm sure you've seen the video of the girl that goes in the ocean and gets attacked by the shark.
I love Crystal.
My wife just said that. Say it.
It seems when it's that time, you naturally attract guys. True story. So that's how Scotty got all the crazy
girlfriend.
No. I had this meter that when I would walk up to him, the crazy biatch meter would be like redlining, and for some reason I was like, "Oh, I'm attracted to that one," and I don't know why.
You got an awesome one now, though.
I mean, it's like I dated this one, and you know what's so funny is before me and my wife got together, in my phone it would say names, and all the girls' names before their name it'd say crazy, so I would know the difference between that Stephanie and the other one. You know what I mean? So
why'd you bring up Stephanie?
Because we were at a funeral.
So she's in there as crazy.
Because we were at a funeral the other day, and one of my buddies. I know I'm not trying to talk. Just keep going. Just keep going. So I'm at a funeral the other day, and my buddy is looking at this girl, and he's like, "Dude, why does this girl look so familiar?" And I went, "Come on, dude, that's Stephanie." He's like, "I don't remember who that is." I went, "Crazy Stephanie." He goes, "Oh, I know exactly who that is now." Yeah. I went, "See."
Yep.
She said it's like you're in heat or something.
And what was so funny is when me and that girl met, the very first time we're hanging out, I had said the words, I've been dating this girl on and off for about 8 years, and I tried to make it work. She's extremely bipolar, and then come to find out she had some other medical, mental illnesses too. Mm-hmm. And I said, listen, I am never dating another girl that's crazy as hell and has to take this and take this and take this.
Well, maybe him and.
Anyways, so then as I was saying it, the girl pulls out a makeup bag and she just starts shaking it. It sounds like maracas.
It's all
I should have known. It was all pills. I should have known it at that point.
Well, maybe her and Mike would get along good.
Man, that was bad.
So yeah, it was kind of funny.
That was bad. What's the matter, Denise?
Also attracts deers. Yes, that's what we're getting.
But, dang. See, you pissed off Denise. She just got up and walked away.
Go open the door. Huh? Yeah, but get out.
Yeah.
Take your craziness with you. Take your alter egos.
Place smells better.
But yeah, as I dealt with this, I found out that she might have a couple screws loose in the decking boards of her brain that holds everything together.
The decking boards.
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there, man.
Good, man.
Just throwing it out there. If the porch is not secured to the house, as soon as you put some people on it, it's going to fall off the house.
Oh, yeah.
So if it's not secured correctly, just be prepared for a little leanage, a little droppage.
A little leanage.
Denise, we need some spray, chick. Whatever is leaking out of that bathroom.
Nah, man, you stink.
Whatever's leaking out of that bathroom, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Freaking went in there and you crap, man.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I can't believe.
Oh my God, Mike, that is horrible.
Oh yeah, yeah. Denise taking a crap in the studio. What do you expect?
Hey, run up there and grab some Lysol, chick. You should be in trouble for that. If this was a sport, if this was NFL, you would be fined right now.
Right now, yeah,
like $10,000.
Personal foul.
Go grab some
illegal use of methane.
You did it. You go grab some stuff.
Yeah, go.
It's leaking out of that bathroom. I can't believe how disgusting you have turned this show.
Disgusting.
God.
Oh my God. Yeah, I did it, by the way.
Flatulence.
Yeah, I'll take credit for it. Okay, so
anyways,
I sent the video of the bear attacking the woman.
You sent to who?
Well, I put it on the Just for Fun radio page, and now I'm about to put on the Just for Fun radio page the woman that goes swimming while she's on her period and she gets attacked by a shark. Who would do that? She gets attacked by a shark, dude. I mean,
what are people thinking? Like, you already know blood attracts sharks. Why would you go there?
I have no.
And
idea.
that string hanging out is not like a Chinese firecracker where you pull it and it blows confetti somewhere.
Oh my God.
I mean, that is just insane. Why would anybody go swimming with sharks? I mean, I'm going to dress up like Lady Gaga with a bunch of meat on me, and I'm going to go hang out at the Atlanta Zoo for a while. Y'all come get me when I'm done or when it's done. I'm going to put some string meat around my neck, and I'm going to go hang out with them dudes that did magic in Las Vegas until one of them attacked me.
Okay, I just posted it to the Just for Fun Facebook page. Go there, watch it, like our page. If you'd like to comment about how bad Denise smells in the morning.
Be gentle with that, by the way, before you blow us out of this house.
Until it comes to you?
Because, Doc sprayed that whatever one time. And
we about killed
us.
So, yeah.
So be gentle. Only use a little bit.
Well, obviously, the poopery that you used didn't work. Oh, well, thank you very much for admitting to the crime. Okay. I rest my case, counselor. Next case.
I got so many people going, you're wrong.
Next.
You're just wrong.
Okay. Oh, my God. Jacob says he can smell it up there.
I don't doubt it.
Holy smokes. He's like,
everybody wonders what that black haze is over Atlanta. It's now in Rockdale.
Yeah, it is.
Here, give me that. I don't trust you.
I swear to God, I will.
Just don't take but a little bit, Denise.
I
just
will freaking light you up like a brother's house on Christmas. I'll do it.
All right. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Enough's enough. All right. Well, tell that dog to lay down. Come on. Go lay down. And then we got to get that camera fixed. So Mr. Brian can be on video.
Get to work now.
Denise, your jobs are never done.
Yeah. Quit yelling at the dog. That's not nice.
If you feel that you are being overworked, you need to contact your pimp.
Or contact Just for Fun Radio Human Resources Department.
Hey.
Whoa, that was kind of cool.
You do realize, go that way just a hair.
So those of you who are watching on YouTube,
I tell you, we're having another one of those
your set.
shows. Oh, thank you, sir. Okay. Oh, see, now that's a care package.
Man,
now I'm going to be scared. He just told me wait till I open it. Anybody that's watching on video, you might want to be careful.
Yeah. Well, I mean, people are bringing you drugs. Now they're bringing you bags of stuff.
Oh, heck yeah.
You took a dump.
Food. Look, rations.
Oh, that is not food, brother.
We're gonna do an eating contest.
No, not with those. We're not.
Why would not?
Because I've ate more
chicken and dumplings in a box. Anybody?
You mix that with ramen soup.
I think David has some of those in a box.
Spaghetti with meat sauce. We're gonna have to do this on a Friday.
Eat the spaghetti with meat sauce right now. I double dare you.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try this.
I've ate my share of this.
No, I already don't feel good.
Well, it'll help clear you out the rest of the way.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah. It's a tremendous.
I don't have a problem with something staying in my body right now.
Most of them are around like 4,000 to 5,000 calories in the whole thing, and the whole point is that it
put calories on you to work it off.
Yeah, and you drink water. You got to drink a lot of water.
You suck, you jackass.
You do get the.
So what else we got going this morning?
Like, why don't you set him up with his mic and stuff?
I'm not an engineer. I'm a co-host. You're an engineer.
You notice he don't even do his own show.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm being forced into doing his show tonight because he's too
I
lazy
just want you to show me how to do it. Alex gave me an orientation.
You got kids, dude. Why do I got to show you how to
I
do
got it. Boo.
Well, we're not.
I just went.
Do you have any eyeballs on your back? tattooed or anything?
No.
Okay, because since the show started, and I've been thinking about that there's a chance I might do that. So what I was thinking was if you come down here and kind of maybe I know every Wednesday night I ask you to show up a little early at the studio, and you generally say okay, and then you get here right before the show starts. So I was wondering,
there's other stuff I have to do. I don't have the life like you where I can just sit around and wait
and drink all night.
Hey,
you said the thing looked blurry last night, and I'm like, stop drinking.
Man,
quit rubbing your eyes after playing with your dog.
Or never mind.
I just had sex with this girl, and I'm like, why am
I?
God, what? You can talk about everybody poops, everybody has sex.
Yeah, but we can't talk about sex.
Okay, well, I asked her, I said, why do my eyes?
We can talk about poop, but we can't talk about sex.
I'm like, why do my eyes well up and why am I crying? And she said, tear gas. So, yeah, I don't know what was going on last night with my video. I was having a lot of trouble.
Could
buffering.
It be because it's a Droid?
Well, I did it on this, and then you know me. Then I tried it on my phone. Then I tried it on a laptop, and then I tried it on another laptop. And
could it have been your internet?
Well, no.
Could have been.
It was raining.
It could have just been the storm.
It was raining, really?
Yeah. So sometimes that messes.
Thank you, Lieutenant Obvious.
I'm about to come across the table.
I would pay money to
freaking
see it.
I got money. Like a spider monkey.
Show me.
Let me tell you something. I guarantee you could come across this table. All right. Any questions?
Hey, can I ask you a question? Do you come here all the time with cups of coffee and leave the cups?
I got to bring them home today.
Well, they're upstairs getting washed. I was dumping out like coffee. I went to dump out one of Denise's coffee cups, and it looked like butter, just brown.
Looked like a science experiment.
Like it was solid. That means it'd been here for
That's
a while.
Awesome. It was a science experiment.
Sure it was.
So what classes are you taking? Nobody's really going to hook this guy up. Seriously.
You're supposed to. You're sitting on that side of the table.
No, that's not how it works. And you know that. I've been here a long time. You know that's not how it works. Whoever sits in that chair,
you already did the camera.
I already did the camera.
You didn't do the camera. You just stood behind the camera. Scotty told you where to.
Oh my God! Just hook him up.
What's up, dog? What's up, dog?
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
You like redheads, man?
Okay.
I got to sing for redheads.
Oh my God! Let's shoot off to commercial. We're gonna get everybody hooked up and in place. Leave it to Mike to put the funny in this situation. We'll be right back, everybody.
I bet you he's doubles.
Don't do anything we would do. I promise it's not good for you.
Bella.
Yeah, you gotta kind of watch her. She'll be real friendly, and then she'll say no. You know about mics?
Yeah, they're assholes. So y'all see what I gotta go into?
This one you really gotta talk straight into.
Oh my God, Denise!
I know, and she's saying it was me.
Didn't flash.
Oh my God, no! Oh, that's wrong. Oh my God.
It's there, Denise.
Oh my God, I'm periscoping.
Oh Jesus Christ. Gotta pee.
Ugh.
Oh yeah, no piece of peanut butter. My neighbors hate me when I do that.
My God, she left a lumpy?
Oh, it automatically locks. Oh yeah, she left diarrhea in the toilet.
Oh my God, Denise!
It's like everywhere.
What the hell is wrong with her?
It's bad. It is bad. Here.
Ugh. Now, who is
Oh my God. Ryan Eubanks. He's the one that got blown up.
Okay.
And your boy Brian McCleary plays guitar, right? Okay. Some people that knew about me from Wild Bill's.
What'd you do at Wild Bill's? DJ?
I used to do a bunch of stuff with them, the owners and stuff.
Yeah, we did too. I mean,
and anyways, so they knew about me, and Brian bumped into them somewhere too, and reminded them about me. And now the lady reached out to me because Wild Bill's has kind of changed, and they're not promoting the local stuff like
that. Brian would be great, but
I know he's got a personal life.
Well, no, he has personal issues.
Hey, I'm not going to discuss that on camera.
I don't care.
I do. I mean, that's his business.
Yeah. I love him to death, and I'd help him through anything. Try to get me blown up. But you just can't. As soon as he feels like he's getting tied down to something.
So relationships with him is really hard.
Relationships. Man, where's Alex? He ain't called in or nothing? He's probably from last night, did a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, did I miss something last night too? Because I was messing with all that stuff, but it just suddenly seemed like they were discussing all that stuff. And then the senator said, there's really nothing she can do about it because all the ability to edit and comment was already gone. They passed on that.
To change the law?
Well,
I don't know. I wasn't watching at some point.
I don't know. I'll ask Alex. And I freaking put that thing everywhere. And I send out a ton of emails to some new groups that I found. There's one, if we can get approval for it, got to grow because they have 450,000 members. Veterans. So, I hate to make my show just about veterans. Same thing that happened.
That's what works.
Well, that's what happened when I found out. So the best thing is just go with it. Just run with it. Once it's big and huge, we can do whatever.
Right. I did.
You do know that we went over 13,000 views. Our videos have had 13,226 views. When did it happen?
No, I mean, what are you talking
about? All of our videos on YouTube.
Oh, see, I hadn't even.
Yeah, it keeps track of how many views.
Yeah, I hadn't checked YouTube lately. Let's go.
We've had over 13,000 now.
And we're back.
So basically.
Oh my God! So we start over for anybody that's watching YouTube, but they'll hear it twice.
Oh no, I was just talking. We went over 13,226 views.
That is yours, Denise.
You're disgusting.
That is yours.
It went down the first time.
Denise.
Oh, it came back.
Denise. This is why you don't poop in the studio.
You'll be okay.
I go walking in there with a can of Lysol, ready to defend my life like Luke Skywalker with a lightsaber.
Lysol saber.
But as I go in there with that, I see
it needed a double flush.
That Tidy Bowl was not happy, and that Denise must not have paid the toll to send said merchandise down Tidy Bowl Lane, and he decided to ship back some of it. It's like UPS saying wrong postage, and they sent the package back. God almighty, that was disgusting.
Hey, I'm just one of the guys.
Yeah. Looked like somebody puked up Brunswick stew in my toilet. It was horrible.
God, was there corn in it?
I did not stay long enough to look. I'm waiting now for all the text messages to come through and say, did you really just say that, Scott? Again, I am bound to say anything. That's what makes it a great show. And if you don't like it, please go to another station.
So we have a guest in the studio?
Yes, sir.
And anybody know his name? Or
no, not at all.
I haven't known him. I haven't known him at all.
He just randomly shows up.
Well,
hey, Brian.
Hello.
It's Brian Eubanks, everybody.
Brian Eubanks. What a cool name, man. It's like the whole Eubanks thing is like a MC name, isn't it? Crickets.
Where the hell is he going with this?
You've never heard Brian Eubanks with The Price is Right.
Bob Eubanks?
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
See,
So, Mike, that was 30 seconds.
He got
that
me.
didn't be saved.
He got me. He's military, right? Yeah, me too. Okay, see, the rest of y'all pick up the pace.
Yeah, that's what it is.
that's exactly what it
Okay,
is.
yeah. As a matter of fact, when I leave here at 9:30, I'm going down to the VA hospital for 2 appointments.
Good luck with that.
What are you going there for today?
Today is the shrink and general practitioner.
So
They don't like me.
He'll be there for like 5 hours.
One's
No,
trying to
no,
find
no.
the brain, and one's trying to massage it.
No,
Yeah, but
one is trying to work with me because I don't have a brain, and then the other one, it's really weird the way the VA works because one, I need glasses, okay, but I can't just go to the optometrist and say, "Hey, I'm a veteran. Here's my card. Here's my butt print. Whatever. Can I get glasses?" No. I have to wait 6 months to go to my general practitioner so she can go, "Okay, so much wrong." And I go, "Well, I can't freaking see." "Oh, okay, well, let's get you an optometrist." Yeah. Well, hey, man, welcome to the world of being a retired vet. So then I got to wait, 4 months for that. So about a year and a half later, I'll get some glasses.
That was a good one.
Sorry, I had to go.
You're a dependent, and so I don't think that you should. Who's
She
paying?
needs to be wearing some dependent.
What pays for your college right now? Is it the post 9/11 GI Bill? Because I'll come over this table and
I'd like to see you
smack.
come over this table.
Look.
I will pay you to come over this
Look and say,
table.
don't make her have to go gangster on you.
Oh,
got one testicle, but
Oh my God.
I can still do trajectory.
It looks like you've hung it on a fence already.
No, I still got one.
Apparently.
So what's up,
So,
Brian?
how about them trees?
yeah, it works.
Glad. Why are you looking up, dude? Yeah, it's dry.
He's waiting
it's
for
dry.
the
Don't
for
worry.
the ceiling to crash.
No,
on.
he's
Just
looking at
trying to keep it away.
Yeah, man, it's dry, dude. It's cool. So,
Or the
Armin,
lightning.
Armin, did you serve with one of her ex-husbands?
Oh my
There's a
God.
possibility.
Guard, active duty. What's up?
Active.
What unit?
25th.
Well, I'm sorry. What was it
25th.
Hold on,
25th.
adjusting his game
the
a little
Electric Tomato, Schofield Barracks, Hawaii?
Strawberry. Tomatoes are fat and round.
bit.
Kind of like Mike.
Hey,
I love
you need to be
Mike.
careful. He resembles that remark.
I do, and you know what? It's not like I woke up this morning. Oh no, I'm fat.
No, he woke up 10 years ago. It was like,
Yeah, oh, yeah. I'm freaking proud of it. Every ounce of it. Every.
and again, we make fun of fat people ourselves.
Yeah,
Duh.
yeah. Well,
Yes.
you know what's funny
Do you
this morning?
really?
Oh hell
I
yeah!
did not know that.
Yeah.
You never knew that, did you? It's amazing what we're willing to do.
You know what's funny? As soon as you say you're overweight and how much you're overweight by, all of our listeners and friends and everything started texting in. I'm supposed to weigh 150. I weigh 297.
And Jacob's like, I'm supposed to be 212. Yeah, right.
Yeah, with or without the wheelchair.
Ooh.
Yep.
Mike.
That was a handicap
Did you
joke.
go there?
I did.
Mike.
What?
That's horrible.
He knows he
He's
has.
going to come get you.
It's going to take like 17.
Could you
days.
imagine Mike with like some Heelys? Is that what them shoes?
I know.
Them shoes on?
Yes.
I had Heelys. They worked
No,
till
you
I got
still
out
have
of
them
the
at home.
store.
So helium. There's a
Yeah.
difference.
Have you ever seen, the little hoverboards that they got? And remember, I talked about it because
That catch on
they catch
fire?
Well, yeah, because it's almost impossible to put that much weight on an axle like that with only the wheels supporting it from the outside. It breaks in the middle and electrical things. Well, see, that's what happened with Heelys with me. Is I'm so heavy that the first time I tried to slide, they burst into flames. It's kind of like friction. Nope, I didn't have brakes on the Heelys. Somebody say something. I'm getting.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous to what I'm supposed to say to this.
No, I'm okay with fat jokes. Hey, look,
Listen, here's
What
the,
is my reaction supposed to be?
Yeah. See, here's
Here.
the stupid thing.
I got notes.
Here's
right
the
here, dude.
stupid thing right here. I'm overweight. Denise is overweight. Mike's overweight. Brian looks like he's probably the closest to person on weight as possible.
Well, he's a young man too, though. I mean,
We're all overweight. Hello, the whole United States is
Oh, yeah.
overweight.
Once you get older,
They were
think
doing a
it's calling
report
you.
about how bad it was.
I mean, I retired at
That means
50.
I'm young too.
Yeah, I retired at 50. So guess what happened? I don't give a shit.
If Brian's young, I'm young too. We're the same age.
I won't know older.
Yeah, but women,
We went to like
36,
elementary and
No, but look,
whatever.
but
Look.
women mature faster than men. So where he's going to be 40 one day, you'll be 60 at that point.
Yeah, you're 36. So in
And
dog
for every
years,
child, you gain like 8 pounds.
yeah,
in 10
in dog
years.
years,
Well, I've
that's
had
what,
five.
like 170
Or
something.
having 5. My 5th one's on the way.
Yeah, man.
You can have children.
He has more
You
than
look
I
good after
do.
5 kids.
Really?
Yeah. Denise, on the other hand, after 3's.
I wish I had a uterus.
I don't.
Well, we're just trying to see how many people we can offend today that can yell at me.
And people are going to be like, why do you put up with that?
Because it's a show,
It's a show.
jackasses.
Well, that and we let her.
And the people
poop
that are
in the
texting
studio.
seem to love it because they're laughing their aces off.
Well,
in the middle
you
of
know,
meetings.
Once again, here
Yeah.
we are talking about things that everybody else is thinking about.
That's the problem is we're not
Right.
we're not discussing nothing that nobody because listen, let me tell you something. I am pretty positive that some of these people that are overweight have stood there at the Walmart and looked at somebody else and go, I can't believe they're wearing that.
Oh,
So
hell
don't
yeah.
even act like
Can't believe
you're
they're wearing
so
those yoga
righteous.
pants.
Yeah, don't even act like
The
act like you're
stretchy
that.
yoga pants.
I saw some.
Every one of these
flesh
people
tone.
that are listening laugh at the people from Walmart pictures, but yet then they want to give me attitude about pictures that come on our Facebook page. The problem is this. There's 6 of us that are logged in to post stuff.
Right.
So if you see a picture that Mike post, you can't automatically go, Scotty posted it because you don't know who posted it. Mike posted it, Steph posted it, Denise, my
Yeah.
wife.
Well, sometimes it'll come up as just for fun, but then it'll say our names.
Only for you.
Okay.
Only you can see that. The other
Oh,
people
really?
can't
Okay.
see that.
Well, I wouldn't know that because I hacked into your account one
Okay,
time. that was different.
but that's the point is me and you, because we're administrators, we can see who posts on the page. But people, just average Joes, all they see is just for fun
I
posted a
didn't
picture.
know that. I
Yep.
honestly didn't know.
And sometimes we put our initials behind it, you know.
Oh, we were doing that for a
Right,
while,
right.
weren't we? Yeah, I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
but then
I
so
do
they
that in
knew
my
where to
notebook.
send hate mail.
well, I was gonna say, but then
Okay.
once all the hate mail started, we kind of stopped doing it.
Yeah, one of the
Now
one of
I
the
just
emails,
get all the hate mails.
One of the just for fun emails really did just get blown up with ridiculous nonsense. And you were asking about the Outlook one,
Right.
which I was explaining to her just as kind of like Jacob's music and sound.
But
bites
the only
and
problem
everything.
about the Outlook one now is, I guess Jacob used the Outlook email address for his Twitter, and he's getting blown up with Twitter stuff. Instead of me being able to just go to it and grab music, there's
that's
notifications from
a
Twitter.
bunch of, yeah.
you know, you just gotta. How many emails? Seriously, Scotty, how many emails do you have? Because I know about
Oh,
a year and a half
watch
ago,
this. Watch this.
we were trying
My
to weed through
Yahoo,
them.
just Yahoo right now is at 3,502.
Yeah.
That's just
I
my
need to
Yahoo.
delete and clean my.
That's
phone
not
because
counting. If you come into here, I have Yahoo, Scotty at Just for Fun, and then Just for Fun Radio. So
Now, I don't know, Brian. I'm sure you deployed, right?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any friends overseas? Not necessarily. I'm talking about local national folks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Same with me. I got a lot of friends in Afghanistan and stuff that they're Afghans. Well, once they send you one email,
I used to have an
Yahoo-
Afghan. My grandma made it for me.
Really? I got a rug. And a dog, and a kid. But
Well, I stole your dog, I think.
no, that's the
Please,
studio
please take
dog.
her home and feed her.
Oh, I wouldn't a second if I could have.
And Joe
I love
Leeper
her.
types, "Hey," in capital letters, explanation points. This Joe ain't average. He's offended.
Well, go to the
Somebody
gym.
call the ambulance.
Go to the Average Joe gym.
Oh my god.
Where they
He's
play
working at the average mechanic place.
Go to the Average Joe gym where they play Just for Fun Radio 24/7.
They do actually where he works. It's so funny that when I walked in, okay, let's go ahead and admit it. Let's just go ahead and admit it.
I'm sexy.
Oh,
I
no.
am not a mechanic in the car world. So as I'm doing my commercials, everybody knows that I'm trying to spit them out real fast because you got to shove, 60 seconds of information in 30 seconds. So I had made a commercial for Custom Tent Sound that says, I only let them touch my bus. So Joe and all the mechanics that work with him go, oh, so they're only qualified to touch your bus. You won't let them touch anything else. I said, that's not what I meant. I meant they're the only ones that deal with that other than like Rob, who actually works on the mechanic end of the bus. And then they go, and you also said that it's turn and key, and it's supposed to be turn key. So once they told me that I was wrong saying turn and key, I left it another 8 months just because it was irritating the hell out of them. And it was really funny that when I walked in there the other day with my hoodie on and my hat on, they all look and go, it's the turn and key guy. There's nothing like walking into a building and every mechanic leans up, from the hood like I'm walking with a dildo on my head.
Oh my God. I thought we couldn't talk about that stuff.
It's 8:27. I was just squeezing that one in.
The squeeze. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, whatever goes on here after hours. No, but what the point I was trying to make was, if you have a friend that's overseas or something, and it's only because their email systems are so much unprotected than ours. But I conversed, let's say the first time a couple of years back. Now I get tons of email every day in Arabic.
Really?
Okay? Now I can speak a little bit, but if you can read Arabic, you're freaking a hell of a lot smarter than me. But I can speak it a little bit, so I will go.
Arabic looks like somebody coughed up Ebonics.
I mean, look at this. Look, you see what I'm talking about, man? And
Arabic is Common Core Ebonics.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
And about every 5 emails I receive, and I receive about 75 a day. Every 5 emails, there's a block of about 5 emails that are coming from other countries.
That's why you're not supposed to email over there.
Yeah. So
Sat phone.
So yeah, it sucks. And you know what? You can't unsubscribe it. I know. I'm sorry.
It just went. You kind of lost point there for a second.
No, I didn't. I was talking about emails from other countries.
Mm-hmm. Can I say this? Quit
strangers.
Quit watching porn from overseas.
Yes.
Why?
It's the anime stuff.
It's because it's underlining.
That's Japanese.
There's underlining code that comes to your computer, and not counting the subliminal stuff that's probably happening as you're watching that anime type weird stuff.
Yeah.
I know. You can ask my son. They have Afghan
porn.
Yes.
Can we
Afghan
please
anime?
Oh my gosh.
Afghan anime.
Just call them flicks.
Jacob wants to know: does the guest have an arm tat, or is that a bruise? It's an arm tat.
We beat the hell out of him before he walked in the door.
Yeah, wow, that was kind of a slam on your tattoo. He's got freaking.
He has Ron Jeremy.
He got a Ron Jeremy on his arm.
So Brian has Gina Jameson.
Yeah. Check this out. Here's
if they rub arms together, can you imagine what happens?
Here's some
Buckley's.
Hey man, you might want to get that.
They rub arms together, and all of a sudden it was like Lubriderm.
You might need to go to the range. Get that. Well, check this out. I brought up some. I know the P word. You're not allowed to say it and all, but it's some. Let's say
Publix.
It's anime
podcast.
It's sexual anime from Somalia. You want to see it?
No, why? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's a blank screen, everybody.
It's a black screen. Oh my god.
You are an idiot.
Man, you ever been anywhere and went, didn't I shoot you before?
So do we have anything to
So the news.
I got a nice little itch on the scratch.
I got a message saying there is a hero in the building. And it's
not Mike. I was about to say.
It's not you, Mike.
Look, he doesn't have anything to say.
I know that bothers you, but this cat.
Oh no,
this cat was blown the hell up.
Yeah. No, it would never bother me, dude. And
the last time you were blown, it cost money. So Brian, on the other hand, was actually blown up, not off.
Right.
I'm censoring it. If
Wow.
only people that
you're really not.
The only people that got what I said are perverts. That means all of y'all.
I'm okay with that.
Everybody listening.
That's right.
I would.
If you don't like it, go to Kicks 101.
What is that?
Or go listen to Moby in the morning at whatever number he is now.
Go listen to Von Hessler.
Oh my god!
Worst show.
Or go listen to that other idiot with the dyed hair and the fake ponytail.
Von Hessler on Sunday. Oh my god, that is just
somebody walked up to me at the bike thing the other day and says, "Hey, dude, he kind of did his hair blonde. Is it because he's trying to cover the gray?" Just be okay with the fact that you're almost 50. Just be okay with it. Actually, he probably is, because I think he's like 5 years older than me.
Because Von Hessler and then Eric Erickson, man. And Eric Erickson was slamming me on Twitter the other day. I'm like, dude, that is so wrong. You're like a nationally syndicated co-host, and I'm like freaking little bitty me.
There's nothing little bitty.
There is.
Maybe.
Mike,
Oh my
you
God.
better sit down.
Freaking, I'll do it.
You better not.
I like
So,
it.
explain to everybody what you brought us in the bag, by the way, and what made you do it.
Well, you were talking about, wanting to eat healthy and.
Oh, and that's healthy.
I just wanted to show you the other side.
Oh my God, I don't know how that's healthy.
So tell them what it is. So they're not.
It's a MRE's meal ready to eat from the military.
God, do I need a straw to eat half of it, or do you just mix it with water?
Oh no.
No, look, I used to eat 7 of these a day.
Jeez Louise.
But that's when I weighed 195 pounds and 4% body fat.
Golly.
Was benching a horse.
Hey, can't say that word. No, I'm just kidding.
Which one? Because I was lost in that one too, Denise.
Really?
MREs are good.
Great.
What's the best one they have?
Beef stew.
Beef stew. Is it?
What do you think,
Yeah, 'cause
Mike?
you cook it, cut the end of it, and just.
So you don't even have to really do anything to it. You say cook it. What do you cook the bag?
Well,
Is there any heat packs?
It's got a heat. Yeah, I put heat packs in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Here, I'll
He
finish
doesn't
this
know.
up. I'll finish this up.
Yeah, finish that up.
I'm lost.
We'll go outside during a
Hold,
break.
please. Everybody that's listening is going, what the hell are they talking about? So you have to explain what you're
Okay,
talking
you
about.
take the heat pack,
Yes.
and it's got little crystals in it.
Yes.
When it
They're
touches water,
dilithium.
when it touches water, it turns into a gas, produces heat.
Right.
That's what cooks your meal. But if you put them inside of a water bottle, a little Tabasco container that's
Right.
glass, and put a little water in there, close it
bomb.
up real tight. Oh yeah, it goes kaboom.
Use
We're doing
them.
that on break.
That's
Used
good to
it
know.
all the time. In fact, it got so bad.
How loud is it?
Really loud sometimes.
Cool.
You can actually use them for light too.
No doubt. Really.
Yeah, you poke a little hole in the cup,
Uh-huh.
pour the water in it, light it, you got a
Yep.
torch.
Really?
We
Kind of
used to.
interested. And it's in the food you eat.
Yes.
Kind of strange.
No.
It's not
It's
in
not
the
food.
food.
It's like a double broiler type thing.
Oh,
It
okay.
gives a bag.
Look in the bag and get the green bag out.
Jacob said, oh, the good old days. I used to be at 4% body fat. I was 13.
I was doing that at 25.
He was like 6 months when he was like
That?
4%.
Holy cow.
See, it's a bag,
It looks like little epoxy strips.
and then you put some
but all
water
the
in there,
crystals are in those strips.
Wow.
and then you put your packet food inside there. It warms up in the hot water.
what would it do to a
steam.
gas tank if I stuffed it in a car?
Oh, I don't know.
Mm.
Ain't never done that one.
Let's try it out.
It's liquid. It's liquid.
Well, I mean,
And
No,
it's-
no, no.
look,
And
That
it's
is
flammable.
that is just crystallized.
yeah. We used to. The joke was they were dilithium crystals.
No, but what I'm saying
know,
is
it's a
you
joke,
said you
but-
put it to a liquid
Yeah,
and
so
it heats up really fast.
You put it in like any kind of liquid,
yeah. I mean, you don't like completely
submerge it. You just
submerge
get
it.
it wet.
Yeah.
Get
Well,
a
that's
little
what she
wet.
said.
That's what-
But the point is, so if I stick it in like the neck of a gas tank and it gets a little wet,
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be a good thing.
It just heats up real hot.
but considering gas is flammable, I'm just curious.
No, there's not an ignition.
Listen, I'm
It's
just,
the gas is off.
I'm
of it
just
or
trying to
very
be like
flammable.
MacGyver for a second
Yeah.
and figure out.
I don't think there's an ignition source. I think it's just chemical reaction.
So we should go try it with your Saturn,
Who
right
has-
in the center of Underwood.
Who has a Saturn? You have a Saturn?
What I
don't
thought
have
that
a
was your car. What was
Mine?
your car?
Hell no, man. I'm pimping a Dodge Neon.
Okay, well, how about we go see if it glows like a neon?
Please, that's my dog car, man.
Dog
I had a
collar.
95 neon.
Man, I was trying to come up with something good like Mythbusters, and let's just try it.
Oh, now if you want to talk off air, I know some hellified distractions.
No, no, thank you. This is all hypotheticals, sir.
You know, you mix gas with styrofoam. You know, gas will
Napalm.
melt. Exactly. See,
Our camera's running slow. Sorry for anybody that's watching.
yeah. Military guys know exactly where I go with this stuff because there's a lot of
I'm a
times you
robot.
had to. You,
So,
you
how about
had
them
to freaking.
trees?
YouTube's freezing.
Yeah, you had to improvise.
I'm surprised Mike hadn't done that. Is YouTube tight?
Are your tubes tied? No, I
Oh
don't think
my
so.
God.
You still have tubes?
I can tell I took 2 Benadryls last night because I'm just like, blah. But we had to have a show. Yesterday was like, I don't know.
Hey, yesterday
I thought yesterday was
we
bad.
covered
People
it.
were like hitting me up going, dude, that was funny. Denise on the toilet with her laptop was kind of weird.
she was dumping and she was like texting this morning while she was squirting one out.
So was he.
Don't use why do you got to be quite so graphic?
Why do I
He
get
didn't
hell
say,
for
like,
it? But he was
work
doing the
with
same
little
Because
thing.
it wasn't in the studio.
So
So
what you're
it was
saying
upstairs.
is I
And this
should
is my
dumb it
house.
down.
I can do that in my house. But you're
I
not
will let
supposed
you
to-
go to my house and
I
take
do
a
not want
crap
to
if
drop
you
a care
want.
package at your house. That is just offensive. Why would I want to do that? That is a habit I would not want to start.
You go to your friend's house.
Okay, from a mechanic. Hey, stuff will heat up and melt a plastic bottle. It will expand a regular size water bottle to a 2-liter size bottle before it pops loudly.
Yep, it's cool. And on the lake, I bet you get some good reverb.
Oh yeah.
So,
So
That's
we
what I'm
need to
saying,
make it
during break.
float it out there.
okay,
No,
since,
you just throw it out.
Just
there.
throw it. Yeah.
Oh, quick like that, huh?
Yeah.
yeah,
Because it have air in the bottle.
And Facebook Live it.
Sometimes they go off quick. Sometimes it takes a little time.
Yeah,
Man.
the general rule with us was get rid of it.
Hey, did anybody see the picture that was going around? Did you watch The Walking Dead yet?
Oh yeah.
No, not last week.
Okay, so
Blah,
anyways,
blah, 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 blah.
you did see the one where the kid got shot in the face with a gun.
I only see half of it.
Okay, so regardless, he gets shot in the face, a bullet, has a hole in his face, right? I seen a picture going across Facebook yesterday or the night before, and it is the picture of Carl and it's a wax figure, by the way, with a hole in its face. And people are typing, a kid tried to set off fireworks.
Oh, bro.
And this is what happened. And it was like this bull crap long story about this poor kid. And I'm going, the dumbass that shared this needs to be kicked in his nerds, because this is Carl.
They did it on purpose.
You dumb. This is Carl.
Carl.
It's on the internet. It's true.
And I'm a European model.
Carl.
And when I say European, I mean I model peeing on pads and diapers.
Damn it, Carl.
Oh my God.
Do you like talking about your
and I got the mechanic.
story?
I got the mechanic, by the way, that says I'm a mechanic and a vet, and that's how I know about this as well.
Well, the reason I was asking is on Wednesday nights I do a show called The World According to Mike, and like tonight, basically I have 3 guests. I've got CJ Cutts, who he owns a
landscaping service.
No, it's a foundation called
barbershop?
CJ for Vets, and he does he gets veterans additional resources. Then Danielle Kelly will be here. She's
that's
the founder.
right up his alley.
Yeah, well, she's the founder of the Foxhole Support Network, and Pat Kelly is like the operations officer for it. So I was just going to invite you if you wanted to come by. We generally are talking about veterans issues tonight and stuff like that, and just veterans' point of view, stuff like that.
Sucks.
Yeah, pretty much. And then we solve world problems too. We have a couple beers. We solve world problems in here. It's usually hilarious, lots of fun. And I mean, we've had a W5 on here, W4. We had a retired command sergeant major. There's 2 generals that I'm talking to right now that live in the local area that you probably know of, Road Heaver and
Stay on the mic,
Dudney.
please.
And so I've asked them up, and we're in tune with a lot of veteran groups on Facebook and whatnot. So if you're interested, hey, come by.
Cool.
It's you know how veterans are. We like to get around each other and
Hey, please keep that
You
clean.
got you.
hey, look, I've slept with men. I'm good with it.
Mike.
Look,
He said
I'm telling
sleep.
you,
He said the
Yeah.
word sleep.
I've spooned with men. I'm telling you.
He changes it every time.
So I was watching Dual Survivor the other night. I like Dual Survival.
Is that the naked one?
Survival.
I love it. I
song,
don't like the new guy that talks like this.
Oh,
It's so extreme.
the tree hugger.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God. Why couldn't they go back to the ones they had with Matt and Joe? Those 2 I like. But the other night, they have to break out the Mylar blanket.
Oh yeah.
And they're cuddling, and one of them squeezed one out like Mike would, and they were raising Cain, and then the military guy's like, "Well, let me know when you want to cuddle," and I'm just like, "Wow!" But it's like 3 degrees.
Yeah.
I think I could handle some cuddling at 3 degrees because I don't want to die.
Yeah.
They were sleeping on top of pine needles with a Mylar blanket, some other pine needles on top of them.
I spent plenty of time on an open foxhole at night in desert. Gets
Body
like
heat, man, gotta have it.
30 degrees when you're used to it being 120.
Right. Yeah, because you got extreme heats and extreme lows. You know,
yeah.
Yep.
And the dropping of the temperature.
Well, yeah, I tell you what, too, be in the back of an MRAP, and it's all freaking steel, right? So when the temperature goes, like you said, from 120, 130 down to 70, and you're sitting there 70. Come on, I go to the beach when it's 70. Oh, hell no.
That's a huge.
Let me tell you something. You're in
change
there
temperature.
and you're laying on that steel, and your bones are cold,
Right.
and you sit there and chatter. The military has this. I don't know what you would call it, inept ability of sending you places without all the resources you actually need.
All I needed was my whoopee.
Yeah, I got a whoopee.
What?
Whoopies.
Whoopee.
What is that?
Blankets.
Explain.
Our blankets, our poncho
Okay.
liners.
And
I
there's a
had-
reason y'all call it that, right?
Yeah, because of the Mr. Mom movie when the kid had the whoopee.
Oh,
little blanket.
well, I'm so
Now,
glad that y'all
check
are
this out.
explaining this because we are kind of left in the dark. And again, I always have to tell people, remember, if you know what you're talking about, doesn't mean the
Yeah.
listeners know what you're talking about.
Well, the only listeners that really care.
It is my blankie.
Yeah.
It is a man's blankie.
Yes.
Okay. But at 7 degrees, I would take anybody's blanket. I don't care if it was,
And-
Woody the cowboy from whatever that cartoon movie was.
And whenever these crazy situations show up, you always look over at one guy that you're with, and he's got like the electric blanket that works off of batteries, and you just look at him and go, dude, I hate you. Move over. You're eating crap. I mean, just absolute
Right.
slop. And you look over and there's this guy with a 4-spice little plastic thing going, doo, 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 doo. And you just like, so the little itty bitty things in life sometimes. Yeah.
Tabasco's your best friend.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because I'm sure everything's kind of just bland, right?
I think I put some in that bag too.
Okay.
The little baby packets of Tabasco.
The
Yeah.
little baby bottle.
Well, we're at 8:42. Anybody else got anything, or should I go to a commercial?
If you want to, I have the restaurant scores.
Yeah, because from where?
From Newton and
I thought we tried that last week.
Well,
Is
they
it a new
changed.
one?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
Did you get IHOP? Do you have IHOPs?
Well, that was last week.
Okay.
Right. Let's hear this week's.
Okay, so for Newton County, Bradley's Barbecue.
Oh, please. I just got a message from my wife busting me out about Scott's using Zach's blankie now.
Oh.
My wife, let's just clarify. My wife, hold on, let's clarify. So my wife goes to hang out with Zach. They go to this Mexican restaurant. They drink one margarita a piece, right? They start to pour their second margarita, and now they've eaten the chips and the salsa. Well, then the food hits the table. She only takes about 3 bites of the food and goes running to the bathroom, and she was sick. So by the time I got there to get my wife, had to go pick my wife up from Zach's house. She was not doing so good. It was projectile at that point. So I basically had to get her up, and I'm just like, just come on. And she took the blanket. Well, now that she's washed it and everything, we've been using it. And she made the joke as she snapped a picture of me the other day and sent it to Zach. Scott's got your blankie.
No.
So can you imagine when I went to see Zach to get a haircut, and he's like, you like my blankie, do you?
Well, she continues to post some information here.
She's trying to bust me out. All right, go with your health scores.
Okay, so Bradley's Barbecue in Covington was a 96.
Awesome, because I really like that place. Have you ever eaten there? Anybody?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. The guy comes into Gravity all the time.
Yeah. The owner and his son.
Shane's is good.
Yeah.
East Newton Elementary was a 90. IHOP that currently or failed before is a 89. Jack's Barbecue Shack 91. Longhorn.
Tell where they're located, by the way.
Jack's Barbecue is Highway 278. Longhorn Steakhouse on Pavilion Way is 96.
Just tell us Newton or Conyers or whatever. Newton or Whitedale.
All of the ones I'm reading right now are Newton.
Okay, so all the ones you're reading are Newton. Okay.
Okay. Lucy Wings 87. Mansfield Elementary 99. Macintosh Trail Early Childhood 96. Maryville Assisted Living 100. Miss Pearl's Barbecue 79.
Pause. Where is Miss Pearl's Barbecue?
Salem Road.
Okay. Nobody knows of this location. Like my wife said to me last night, I had no idea there was even a place called Miss Pearl's.
Neither did I.
Anybody have a clue where this is?
Never heard of it.
I've never heard of it. And I'm not trying to knock it. I'm just saying I've never seen it. I didn't even know it existed.
Right.
So
and I will not be ordering Papa John's from 278 anymore.
278. Where's that one?
In the Kroger parking lot at the very end. No, next to Checkers. Yeah.
Right next to Checkers. That's right. Across from Quick Trip.
68.
Wow.
Yeah, I will not be. That's the one that delivers to our house.
But the bad thing is this. The way, and I'm going to be defensive of these guys or defending these guys, because what happens is I know from the girl I knew that had a restaurant is if the inspector shows up at just an odd time, you fail if there's no soap in the bathroom. You fail if there's no paper towel in the bathroom. You fail if the floor needs a good wiping down in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You fail if the sink in the bathroom needs to wipe down. And the problem is everybody's bitching and complaining about they need their pizza in 24 seconds. They don't want to wait 24 minutes. They want their pizza now. So unfortunately, if the guy shows up at 7 o'clock in the morning, they probably are clean. If he shows up at 11 o'clock in the morning, I'm pretty sure they're not going to be clean.
Well,
and I hate it because that's the biz, man, because that business is slinging flour and slinging sauce and slinging dough and hopefully no slinging of dope. I mean,
well, I'm going to pull up.
The business is if they get hit at the wrong time, that could make you or break
you. Well, and you can actually go to the website and see what they were like docked for.
Yeah.
So I'll pull that up in a little bit. Plain Nuts Catering was 83.
And we know those cats. Those are some really good guys.
Polly's Kitchen on Highway 212. I don't know where that is, but they got a 64. Sonic Drive-In on 278 was a 71.
Okay, and everybody knows what that is. That's next to the Waffle House at the old Walmart area.
Yes.
The intersection of the bypass.
Right. Subway on Highway 20. I'm assuming like down by the Kroger down there was a 93. Taco Bell on 278 was a 95. The Philly Hut.
That would be the Taco Bell in front of Food Depot.
Yes. The Philly Hut on Highway 212. I don't know. I haven't heard of that.
Either.
That was a 92. Tubby Tom's.
That's good though that they're all up in the 90s, or most of them are out.
Right. Tubby Tom's on 278 was a 92. And Zaxby's on Turner Lake Road was a 94. For Rockdale, the AMF American Lanes was a 96.
That's actually impressive.
Well,
Yes.
you know, when Stephanie and I were there and Brenda was the food and beverage manager, we actually scored 100.
That's good.
Awesome.
That's good.
Arby's on 138 was 100.
That's good to know because I eat there.
Golden,
That's very good to know.
Golden Corral was a 95, which is good to know also.
That's good to know considering how many people go in there. That's really good to know.
Golden Palace on West Ave is a 92.
I used to eat there.
Hard Luck
a long time
Cafe.
ago.
Hard Luck Cafe on 138 was a 97.
Yeah, used to eat there too, and that's very surprising. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but that place is the same thing to me as the pizza place. They are slinging food so friggin' fast that I'm not complaining about their business, man. I love their wings, but seriously, with that being industrial on that corner,
right?
Everybody goes there for lunch, so I'm impressed.
Well, and a little
didn't get
less
messed
than
up
that,
a little
yeah.
bit,
a little bit up from there. Los Charros,
right?
64.
Wow, that's not good.
McDonald's on 138 was a 98, which is awesome. Morningside of Conyers on Wilbrook Circle was 94. Remington House was 100.
That I was going to say that's not surprising. My grandmother was there for several years.
It's a really nice
that
place.
place is always super clean.
Super clean. Taco Bell on Salem Road was 100.
Okay, that's good to know.
Wendy's on Salem Road was a 92.
That's good to know.
And then Yuki Teriyaki and Sushi on Highway 20 was 82.
I don't know that one. But
Did you say Yuki?
Yuki.
That's real good.
So yes, I will not be ordering property. Well, I'm going to look more into that.
And again, we can knock some of the places if there's justified reasons, but again, a pizza place is so hard, man. Like, my daughter's ex-boyfriend for years that they dated, he was assistant manager and his brother was a manager but they both had been working for Papa John since they were both 15 years old. And I know from being there, watching it, holy cow, they sling some pizzas.
Oh yeah, I don't even. When you look at like Waffle House, when you look at how much food,
think of a volume at 2:00 in the morning.
Well, yeah, I mean, God, I've been in there, man, where it was slam packed before we got there. Right. It was slam packed while we were eating, and it was slam packed.
And if the inspector showed up at that moment,
oh, they would be toast because there's food and everything all over.
The bad thing is
on the wall.
This is a morning show. We're gonna pick. We're gonna joke. So it's funny when people get irritated with us on what they think they hear, but everybody accepts information differently. Look at the Bible, for instance, and the laws. Everybody wants to consume information, and they take it how they want to take it. And it doesn't matter how you say it; they're going to hear what they want to hear.
I have it pulled up. So PIC present demonstrates knowledge, performs duties. These first three I'm reading are red, which indicates the violation is a known risk factor for foodborne illness. So that first one, a certified food protection manager. I don't know what that means.
So that's probably, and I'm just using this as an illustration or hypothetical, if you will. I don't want anybody getting hurt over what I say. Most likely they, where they have the pepperoni sitting, right, where they have the cheese that you're just supposed to scatter across the pizza. If that's not kept at a certain temperature,
okay,
that's most likely.
I heard rice is like rice in a buffet type thing is like almost impossible.
Well, and that's what I was going to get at is the buffets. I know that with me doing electrical, I used to have to swap out the heating elements on the buffets a lot because the health department people will come in and stick a temperature probe like you would see them do to a turkey, and they stick it in your food. And if your food's not the right temperature, they get a fork and they'll pop it up and stick the probe, or, clean the probe, because they have little things they clean it with, kind of like when you go to the doctor, so you're nothing's cross contaminated. And then they check the water temperature, because what happens is a lot of times is one end of your buffet, depending on how it's done, you might have food hotter than the other end,
right? And
then that becomes such a big problem too.
Yeah,
that's why they try to get you to use a steam table where each food has its own heating element. That way, it's not all of them are sharing one.
Mm-hmm. The third one was proper eating, tasting, drinking, or tobacco use. They were taking a point off for that. No. Yeah. 2 points off of that.
Say that one more time.
Proper eating, tasting, drinking, or tobacco use. So it's improper.
So, and sometimes if they catch you with an ashtray inside the building, you're screwed.
I got you.
You can't have cigarettes. Okay. Like if you take your personal cigarettes and you take them out of your pockets and you set them on the same shelf that say your
chicken,
your extra extra, not the salt you're using, but the extra salt on the shelf, you can't have your tobacco products laying out.
Wow.
And if they catch you with an ashtray, if there's an ashtray anywhere near that kitchen, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Because we used to see the cooks, smoke a cigarette before everything gets started in the morning. Problem is, it can't be in the kitchen.
The third one was food in. Okay, and they're getting docked off for this, so it means it wasn't what it was supposed to be. Food in good condition, safe and unadulterated.
And that could be anything. That could be
it could.
That could be from veggies to anything.
Food contact surfaces clean and sanitized. Toxic substances.
And when you get into that gets into, say, if you have fish, meat, and chicken, none of them three things can touch the same cutting board.
Right. Okay. Toxic substances properly identified, stored, and used.
I have a question.
No.
I have a question.
No.
I have a question.
Oh my God! What?
Hold on. I don't know what Alex, who this is involved with.
Okay.
He says their meat is gray. Somebody made me go out there, and I just sent all the pigs. Okay, this is all in slang. Retype it in the educated person that I know you are, because I can't read the last three words because it would be cussing.
Toxic substances were not properly identified, stored, and used. What?
Here, have you ever been to some place like I can't remember what the place is. But they cook the food like in front of you, like a hibachi style.
Right.
Oh God, let's talk hibachi, because I can tell you some bad stuff about
Hold on, I have one more to do.
Okay, go. Go ahead, go.
Well, actually, two more. Posted permit inspection, choking poster, hand washing. So I guess the signs weren't up.
Yes, there has to be signs all the time about your employees have to wash their hands. There has to be a sign in the bathroom.
Utensils, equipment, and linens properly stored, dried, and handled. So there was just stuff laying around, I'm assuming. Okay, so anyway, go back to your hibachi.
Well, no, I mean, okay, that cooking surface cannot be at a proper clean level.
Well, it depends on how you word it.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, I'm wording it wrong.
My wife, being the manager, of the bakery and deli, has to go to classes every year for certifications.
Right.
And they did this huge class about cross contamination, because they have to do rotisserie chicken, and then they also have to fry chicken. So there's a huge thing that involves salmonella. Now, here's the problem a lot of people don't look at, and I want everybody to really picture this as I explain this. So you're sitting at the hibachi grill. Say there's 8 of us just like this waiting for the guy to cook. One of us order steak, one of us order chicken. Okay. Now, the guy rolls up with his cart, and when he pulls his knife out of his sheath, that's correct, right? Sheath. So as he pulls his knife out of his sheath, everybody pay attention to the word sheath. Remember where his knife came from. So he pulls his knife out of his sheath. That the sheath is actually kind of built into the table. I mean, not the table, but the cart that he rolls. In other words, it's not like he just cleans it every day. It sits in that. It sits in that. So here's what happens. So he takes his knife out. He cuts up the chicken, and he turns around and cuts up the steak. Well, in your mind, okay, it's fixing to be cooked at X number of temperature degrees. It's going to be safe. Okay, the problem is he takes his knife, he cuts up your chicken, he cuts up your meat. Then he cooks it. Well, as he's cooking it, the knife goes back in the sheath. So now anything that was on the chicken is on the sheath, correct? So now, as he's finished cooking it, he pulls the knife out and uses it like a spatula and helps hold the food on the spatula and puts it on your plate. So everything that was on the sheath got put back on the blade, or probably never left the blade. Then the blade touches the food that you just cooked.
Or he wipes it down, but uses the same thing towel to wipe it down every time.
Cross-contamination. So the whole time me and my wife are watching this, I'm just keep going cross-contamination. All you got to do is go watch it. Anybody that wants to...
Let's go over there for lunch and count it.
Anybody that wants to tell me I'm full of crap, go watch it yourself. Pay very close attention to the knife and the sheath, and then report back to me what you found.
Hey, let's go there for lunch and we'll count.
I would rather just stay with the raw sushi. You know why? Because I know it's all screwed up.
Okay, so I pulled up Los Charros.
Let's not go too far with the Los Charros, guys. So come on, because I'm friends with the owner. But
right, I know some of them too.
He's still ultimately responsible for the people that work under him.
Right. So this one was also that PIC present demonstrates knowledge, performs duties. Response procedures for vomiting and diarrheal events. Food separated and protected twice. There's 2 of those. Proper cooling time and temperature. Toxic substances properly identified, stored, and used. Proper cooling methods used. Adequate equipment for temperature control. Contamination prevented during food preparation, storage, and display, and washing fruits and vegetables. So they didn't wash their stuff before they used it.
Well, what you have to think about is, and again, because I was around so many restaurants for years. I mean, I helped build Planet Hollywood and Peasant Pleasant Mix and all. I mean, we've been to all those big restaurants. What happens is in your sink, you have one sink that's supposed to be wash and sanitize and rinse. So what happens is if somebody throws chicken in any of those three sinks or vegetables in any of those three sinks, you've already been screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Like I know when that girl I know had that all you can eat buffet, if we, the door would always be locked. And if you see that white truck out in the front, there was chicken being defrosted in the sinks every morning. So your sink that's supposed to be sanitary has chicken in it, which is salmonella.
Do you know how many bars?
So you have to get that out before he comes in that door. And do you know how many restaurants do that? I mean, it's every day.
Yeah. Do you know how many bars that I've been in that the way they clean the glass is they go squishy, 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 rinsey, rinsey, rinsey.
With the same rag.
And then they set it on that damn rubber, drying mat. And geez,
how about one of the buildings that one of my
Jack Daniels
remodeling guys was building? He had reached out to me and said, "Do you know a cleaning crew that does construction cleanup?" Sure. So I called somebody I knew. You notice I said had, knew, used to, past tense, knew. Unfortunately, they came out and there was sheetrock dust everywhere. Right, it's a new building. So they cleaned the stainless steel, all the stainless steel, with one white towel like you would buy at like Pep Boys or O'Reilly's or Advance, that you use to wash your car with. And they washed all the walls with this one towel, all the stainless with this one towel. So there was a white, milky look on every bit of the stainless in the building. Needless to say, they had to hire another company to come in and clean what that company supposedly he cleaned.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that was our disgusting.
We need to go to commercial so I can go throw up.
But I'm going to give some prop to this. If you want to drink, if you want to do drinks,
hell yeah,
you can go to Los Charles at Honey Creek, and the drinks are amazing. But if you want good food, the one on 20 has always got the better food. Whether that health score is bad or not, that one always has the better food. So I'm going to give them props, man, because when I go on a Friday or Saturday night and I want to get my grub on, I go to the one on 20. If we just want to do Thirsty Thursday, we go to the one at Honey Creek. I mean, it just is what it is.
Los Charros, their latest one, November 10th, was a 99.
There you go.
At Highway 20.
So somebody just walked in and saw something that they didn't like that day.
And December 13th, just this past year, the one at 138 was a 95.
Yeah, it's just accidents.
I mean, it's
somebody walked in at the wrong time.
Oh, see what happened? No. Okay, so what happened? December 17th, they scored a 77, so they went for a recheck a week later and got a 95.
Right.
So I'm sure when they recheck this coming up week,
well, we just have to be understanding is like I was saying, it depends on what time the inspector walks in the door. All right, let's go to a break. Everybody, we'll be right back. It's just fun in the morning. Hang tight. We'll be right back.
And figure out where you're going for lunch.
Shoot, about 30 minutes. I'm going to VA.
You're gonna eat lunch at the VA?
I don't think they got food down there. Good.
Their food is actually good. My mom was.
Is the bathroom safe?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I need you to check the bathroom. Is it safe?
I mean, it depends. But
There's one little baby cafeteria.
Put toilet paper.
I lived there for 2 years.
It's going down.
Inside the hospital?
It's going down.
You said that.
I was on the 4th floor for a little while.
You said 3 flushes ago it was going down.
I stayed at the 4th floor hotel.
Put paper towel on there or toilet paper on there.
One time.
Left side for a couple days, right side for a month or two. Your left side the whole time?
Get out of the way.
When I went in there, I don't know what it was.
No, you don't. Oh my God.
I went to sleep and literally woke up like a week later. Of course, I had to do my blood pressure like every hour, that kind of wake up, and food and prescriptions and all that other stuff. Literally woke up like a week later and then wandered around not knowing where I was, and then they said, "Hey, you're moving over to the right side." I was like, "Okay." I didn't have nothing. I had freaking pants I was in, my shirt. I had these like little pajama pants.
Yeah, I was in the yellow PJs for
Man, the stink. Look at me. About 3 steps down. It's just hovering. But I've never. And she left it in there. I don't want to go in there, Mike. I don't want to go in there. I don't want to go in
You shouldn't have to, Scotty.
This is why you don't poop in the studio, man. This is the whole reason why you don't poop in the studio. Oh my God, I feel horrible, man. Like when y'all leave, I'm going to sleep.
I gotta leave here in just a few.
I gotta help Denise drop her car off, I guess. And oh my God, I'm exhausted. I feel horrible. Anybody listen, I have to apologize. Oh, la, 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 la. Alex is saying their enchiladas are pretty good, and then he loves their drinks. What?
He's crazy.
Yeah. He says he absolutely loves their enchiladas. That is amazing. I'm glad he likes them.
Is that the one that's in the Honey Creek?
Yeah.
Right over here.
That's the Honey Creek one. The other one that they're talking about is the 120. Down near the Horse Park, across from Bojangles.
Oh.
Where Oz is always doing his stuff.
Yeah. That's bad? That one's bad?
Well, they just had an incident. Let's call it that. I don't want to call anybody bad. Let's just say they had an incident.
I've eaten at that one down there.
I mean, heck, Denise had an incident in that bathroom.
I don't go that way too much. My brother lives right.
What Denise did in that bathroom shouldn't be called an incident. It should be called an accident. What Denise did is there should be a priest come in here to do.
So are we supposed to, or is he just hanging out?
He just come to hang out a little bit. Plus, you were going to leave, so he was just kind of helping out. But we can talk about whatever he might feel comfortable talking about.
Yeah, that's why I asked him. I showed him some pictures.
So. I mean, I've actually discussed him coming in and doing Wednesday with you.
Yeah.
Because I think it would be great for the veterans part of what you do. Huh? Yeah. So it'd just be good.
Love to have him.
Yeah. You should mention that.
And Danielle, you know who I'm talking about, Double D, Danielle.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess I do. I mean,
she's all about it, man.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna meet with I'm on freaking I'm meeting with Todd Thursday.
Okay.
We had to change it a little bit. Hopefully I'll be working with him, doing his social media. And of course, that will be Just for Fun Radio. So the girl I was supposed to take out last night, I completely got helping Alex and
yeah, because
I'm stupid.
We thought you were going to be here to walk people down. And
well, no,
I know. I'm just saying.
I will show you.
It's okay. I don't need a debate. I was just saying.
I will show you.
Because it was pouring down raining. I'd have loved to have had an umbrella, but by the time I realized, by the time I saw Vanessa in the driveway, I couldn't get out there fast enough. Like I saw the car, she'd already ran around the house. Nothing like making a senator run in the rain. We got to drop your stuff off, right?
Let me call Tubby real quick and see if the tires are there.
Because I'm just like blah. If we don't have to, that'd be great. I'm gonna go upstairs and go to sleep. Huh? What is that?
Huh?
What is that?
The Sour Patch Kids.
Oh God. Yeah, I want to talk to you what that is. I took those not ibuprofen, but Benadryl, man, and they are just whooping. I can't take them. I usually take one, but I wanted to dry this snotty nose up. I took 2, and now it's like a zombie. I don't understand how people want to feel high and like eat pain pills. I can't stand that feeling.
God, I pay good
money. All right,
money.
we're back. Well, we were discussing. I can't believe people that eat pain pills, like they do, to have that blah, drained, no energy feeling. Because I hate it. I like overdrive. If I could have a 6-speed transmission in a Corvette and then slap overdrive on it, I'd be happy. What does a rig have? 18 gears? Can we put that on a Corvette?
15, I think.
Hey, how about this? Do you watch Diesel Brothers?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. What'd you think about that 6-wheel vehicle?
That was
Golly, man. Everybody. You need to research on your DVR and find the show called Diesel Brothers. Those cats build some of the most creative friggin' vehicles in the world. I couldn't afford the fuel.
I'd love to have the axles on my Jeep.
I want to
No
enter
doubt.
the contest to win one of them that they built.
Man, that red
Well, you gotta
black
buy stuff.
that red and black 6-door that pulled the train.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
what was it? Quadzilla? Is that what they call their other one?
That's a good one.
What do they call the big gray one they drive?
What about the one that they did, the
I mean,
tow
all
truck?
these tires are like 48s on all these vehicles.
What about that tow truck they did that
Yeah, I mean,
went
it's-
down, but then they just pulled it
Yeah.
up and
It's amazing.
yeah.
Jeez, man, these cats can just build the hell out of some diesel 4x4s.
Mm-mm.
I thought it was just super cool watching them build the one that was on. I watched it yesterday because I'm always behind a little bit. So
Well, I was going to say, now that
What
the
else we got?
studio smells like smoke, I was
my
wondering.
God.
well, it smells better than what it smells. Denise, you need to go up go up the steps to about the 4th step from the top
and dive off
because
of it.
apparently perfume La Stinky of Dunny is lingering around like black clouds around 285.
That's it floating. It's eventually
Oh my
gotten over
God.
there from him from this
I'm telling
morning.
you, I started down the steps and I thought I was going to pass.
No,
out.
that was him from this morning.
It was
I
like
just
somebody
felt that.
throwing a smoke grenade as they're trying to raid the pot house in the bottom of somebody's house.
You don't remember him
I
passing
don't
gas and
remember
then
nothing.
dancing
No,
over
I don't
here like
remember that.
this?
I do not recall, Your Honor.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I have
that's
a problem with short-term
It's called
memory loss.
it's called Benadryl.
I have a short-term memory loss. I don't
Don't you
recall.
love that excuse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what's so funny is when people try to tell me I said something, I'm like, you do realize, when I'm in a show, we're in the zone.
Yeah, baby.
And we're always telling jokes. So some stuff we don't remember. But then there are times when my wife says, I told you to go do this. I'm like, I don't recall that. Like, I really don't.
Yeah, my wife puts up with a lot of
Yeah.
that.
My wife puts up with it really well, too.
I did.
Head
Oh,
trauma.
selective memory?
No,
Nah.
man, severe head trauma. Me
Nah.
and him have been talking about that for a while. I've actually, and he's had the same problem, but I've actually had a doctor look at me and say, you are suffering from the same problem that a professional boxer would. You've had way too many concussions. I've been told by a doctor that I can't have another one. If I have another one, I could really be in problem. Because I mean, like, I've always had concussions as a kid. Don't get me wrong, for being stupid, doing dirt bikes and stuff. But one of the ones when I woke up and I was when my face got destroyed, I was missing 24 hours of my life. Like, I can't recall 24 hours.
I can't recall 2 years.
Yeah.
I see. Here's
and,
the thing.
and then the
is
last time I was missing 7 days. Literally, I was missing 7 days. Go ahead.
I can remember my grandmother's phone number from when I was 8, but I
Yes.
can't remember what I had for lunch yesterday.
404-289-6529. Wesley Chapel phone number.
Yeah, 404-929-2808.
How about this? 922-7340.
But isn't
There
that
was
something?
no 404, no.
Yeah.
Oh, back then, yeah, you
Yeah,
didn't have
that's what I was getting at. is
rotary
there
dial.
was- you know,
But here's the thing. This is crazy. Is that
like
and-
this one right here
and-
used to be 483-3859.
Yeah.
You know,
Now see mild traumatic brain injury from the IED. Yeah,
They cut it in my head.
Did they? Okay, so they cut it out, right? So what I'm saying is people don't understand that when your brain gets shaken like that, or your ears get exposed to something like that, and it was so funny because the one that I lost my hearing on my left ear
What?
is I was standing this way, so my right ear is fine because it didn't get hit with the concussion.
The concussions.
Yeah, and people don't see that in movies. They see guys
Well,
flying.
how
and all
about this?
that
As you
stuff.
say that, I want to paint this picture to somebody. There was a show apparently, as I was watching Diesel Brothers, and there's a dude, he's probably 20, 21, 22 maybe, if he's that, in a Hummer. And apparently either they ignited or it was ignited as they were trying to escape a village. And the camera is looking out the window of the Humvee, and all you see is the silhouette of the buildings. Then you see everything shake. Then you see a puff of smoke, and then it was a weird gray wave, and you could see it hit the window of the Hummer, and you could see everybody inside move as it hit the Hummer. And then the camera turns and looks at the guy, and he's just like, holy cow. And every one of them are sitting there feeling the shockwave. So I wanted to just make sure we painted that really good so people can understand. It's like catching a wave with a surfboard. That wave of energy, it goes somewhere. It's a ripple in a pond effect. It doesn't go one direction. It goes all directions.
Well, I know this is that if any time that I'm sitting around and whatchamacallit, there's no additional noise going on or anything. The tendonitis is just, it rings so loud that you just kind of look up at God and you go, oh, what can we do to make this stop? And it's so funny. I don't know why I still do it after all these years, but I'll put my fingers in my ears, you know, to try to see if I can get it to stop, and it just makes it really louder.
Right. Let's catch this real quick.
It's probably
just for friggin' fun radio.
Good morning. This is Jim Baker in Kennett, Missouri.
Hey,
Jim Baker.
What's happening?
How are you?
Pretty
We're doing
good.
great. We're glad you called in.
Well, I was told to call about this time, so here I am.
Oh yeah, Jacob, the guru of rock, usually covers everything for us, getting us all these great interviews and stuff like that. So he was explaining through some text messages earlier about you working with Sheryl Crow doing some stuff. If you'd like to share some of that.
Would love to.
Oh,
I lost you.
What happened? Hello.
Hello.
Hey, there we
go.
We lost you for a second there.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. I feel like we're on a Verizon commercial.
I know. So tell us a little bit about what you've done with Sheryl Crow.
Well, first of all, I live here in Kennett, Missouri, which is Cheryl's hometown. And she's probably one of the few rock artists that a lot of people know where she lives because she's constantly telling everybody where she's from. And we have a organization here called the Delta Children's Home that provides temporary emergency foster care for children. For instance, if parents get arrested and they got to go to jail, the kids got to go somewhere. And so that's what we've been doing with the Children's Home since 1966. Kids may stay there for 3 days, and may stay there for 3 months until, you know, a positive solution is resolved for them.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the 2 homes here in Kennett, and Cheryl's family has always supported the homes. Her mother has served on the board of it. Her brother, Steve, who is an excellent contractor, was on the board at the same time I was back in the early 2000s. And so Sheryl has always supported it, and their big fundraiser every year is an auction, and she always provides something for the auction, which I'll get back to later. It's been some interesting things. So starting in about 2001, she had, like many of the artists do, a website with a fan forum on it. And the fan forum had been going since the late 90s, and it was headed up and moderated by a guy named Greg Dempsey. So in 2001, one of the fans said, we need to do something for Cheryl's birthday. What could we give her? You know, and somebody said, you can't give, you know, Cheryl something for her birthday. But on her website, she had her 3 favorite charities, and at the top of the list was the Delta Children's Home in Kennett.
Oh, that's
so somebody came up with the idea, we'll make a donation to the Delta Children's Home in Cheryl's name. And some of the other fans, they all worked this up amongst themselves now with Greg's leadership, and said, okay, well, I tell you what, everybody, am I still there?
Yes.
Okay, I heard something bleeping. So that first year, they just,
I said DJ Scotty bent over. Whenever he bends over, it goes beep beep.
Yeah, leave it to Mike. He's just messing with you.
I love it. So that first year, they sent in like $1,600 to the Delta Children's Home for Cheryl's birthday. And some of the other people come and said, well, I've got a signed Cheryl CD, or I've got a poster from one of her shows here and there. And, you know, the next few people will draw for those. And Greg handled the drawing on it. So the next year, in 2002, late 2001, somebody donated a guitar, sent it to Greg. Greg took it to LA to Sheryl. She and her entire band signed it.
Oh, nice.
So they came up with the idea, tell you what, everybody that donates, each $5 you donate, you'll go into a drawing. And at the end of the drive, the day after Cheryl's birthday, we'll have a drawing, and, you know, and somebody's going to win this guitar. And it was a nice acoustic guitar. And so that year, it was like almost $6,000 donated.
Good Lord.
That's awesome. Children's Home. And that's major money for our little children's home, because the board actually operates it, and they hire house mothers, and, you know, it's a hands-on situation. So the following year, Greg gently bends my arm, and I was on the board here at the Children's Home, but I'd worked with the Chamber of Commerce at that time during the 1990s. And in fact, I'd been with a couple of friends of mine in charge of doing a couple of Cheryl concerts here for scholarship money. So he said, you know, if we had a PayPal account, it'd be easier for people to give. And so I set one up, and we arranged it where it'd go direct into the Children's Home funds and so forth, and we separated it. You send the money to the Children's Home, and Greg and the Fan Forum handled the drawing and the prizes. So that next year it was about $13,000, and it's been up some years and down some years. But every year since 2000, pardon me, since the first Fan Forum guitar in 2002, somebody has donated a guitar. And Cheryl has either signed it, or starting in about 6 years ago, we quit having her sign it. We'd take a picture of it. She'd be home for Thanksgiving. I'd take a picture of her with the guitar, and we'd post it for everybody to see. And then she'd sign it after it was the winner selected, so she could personalize it to them.
That's awesome.
And we just got finished doing that. In fact, I got word from her. The guitar was over in Nashville, where her operation is, and we selected a winner on the 12th of February, a guy named Brian Gibson down in Jacksonville, Florida. And so she personalized it to him and sent me the pictures of it and shipped the guitar to him. And hopefully he either got it yesterday afternoon or gets it today. And it's a nice guitar. That one person who wants to remain anonymous has been donating the guitars for about the last 5 years, and they've been nice guitars.
Isn't that cool?
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
An American-made Telecaster,
Right.
an American-made Stratocaster. I mean, guitars
Not cheap ones.
not a $500 Mexican made, which would be just fine. You know, would be wonderful. And most
But
people
they've gone all the
do.
distance to make sure it's a good guitar. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and so the unique part of this fundraiser is that Cheryl's fans that's done it. They put it together. They more or less operate it with our help, and of course put Cheryl in an awkward position. She can't come out and say, give money to the Children's Home for my birthday. You know, they're honoring her birthday, but she's truly appreciative of it, and has, you know, endorsed it and made sure that everybody out there knows. And the fans know that the Delta Children's Home is a real organization, serious organization. And this year we had donations from 15 different countries. I mean,
That's
it's not
amazing.
just U.S. donations.
No, that's awesome right there.
And I've had some of the same people. I've been working that part of it since, like I said, 2002. And these people have become friends. I mean, you know, it's, hey, Jim, I almost forgot to send my donation. I know it's birthday drive time. And to date, I ran up the totals yesterday, and her fans donating to a children's home here in Kennett, Missouri, a town of 11,000 from all over the world. It's topped out right on $200,000 since 2001.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Right there. And it's so important. I know, like, we're adopting our grandchild, and because going through the system, we see, you know, the whole foster care part of things. And we know there's one lady that you hit another wire down there with your foot again.
Okay. Well,
so, hold on. I got to mute a mic. There we go. So, we watched, you know, this little girl that hasn't seen her actual birthing mother in over 2.5 years. This little girl has been in foster care as, you know, mom tries to get her life right. And people don't realize, you know, what it's like when a kid basically just loses their family. They lose their everything. So the people are always talking about, well, so-and-so screwed up and they lost their kids. Well, forget about what mama did. What's the kid having to go through? The poor kid's the one that's really losing.
And we see it quite frequently, and, you know, and unfortunately this day and time, drug cultures and everything else. And I worked for our local housing agency here in Kennett, and, you know, we work with a lot of families, and a lot of families have issues, and the children are the one. All these children wind up in foster care through no fault of their own.
Right.
Never anything they did. You know, that's the thing people forget. And this children's home was put together. We got 2 homes, a boys and a girls home, and they sit adjacent to each other. And they're nice. They're family style units. I mean, you walk in there. If I took you over there today, you could take it back and go into a bedroom, and you know they're ranch style homes. It's designed to be a comforting family experience when they get there. And a lot of times these kids come in with nothing but the clothes on their back, and you know and this money has allowed us to do, you know, the house mothers take them to movies, and you know, we can make sure they stay in school.
That's right. And that's the most important, is trying to keep them stable.
And when I say hands-on, Cheryl's brother, Steve, is a wonderful contractor, builds some very nice custom-built homes here in town. 3 years he was on the board, he was in charge of facilities, which meant he'd be over building a house during the daytime, and at night he'd be over changing the light bulbs at the children's home, you know, because that was his job.
Yeah, man.
And everybody's on the board had their own board. But it's our big fundraiser during the year is a auction. It comes in November. People donate stuff. The kids in school make classroom projects, you know, and then you get a couple of their mothers there that I'm going to buy it. No, I'm going to buy it.
Right.
And, you know, we always hope to raise $40,000-$50,000 at that auction. And Cheryl over the years has sent, I don't know how many guitars, you know, that she's signed. One year she sent the Michael Jackson tour jacket that she wore when she was on the tour with Michael Jackson, you know, just before she kicked off solo. You know,
wow, that's pretty cool.
Singers. And probably one of the coolest, she sent a copy of the Platinum Awards, you know, they do for a particular album and so forth. But the coolest thing, one of the coolest things she sent was, I think in 2003, she played on a benefit. And the benefit was for a music industry person. And they had 2 shows, one in Boston and one in New York. And they did it the old time show cards, you know, like they used to have for theater events. And they had the people who were playing, and there was Sting, and there was John Mellencamp, and there was Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys, and all these people in these boxes. And Cheryl's name was there with them, and she got everybody on that show. Billy Joel was on there. She got everybody on there to autograph that thing. And I'm telling you, a Brian Wilson autograph is not easy to get. And sent that.
I'm sure.
And it brought some really nice money. And of course, it's also, whoever bought it, it's one of those things that just will get bigger and bigger and bigger in value, because there's a lot of people on that you just don't get their names together on autographs.
Right.
So she has supported that, not to mention money out of her own pocket. And this year we did the drive. I kept mentioning the guy, Greg Dempsey. Greg was the moderator for the forum until the forum went out in the late 2000s. You know, they started changing things and going heavier on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and official sites. So we kept the birthday drive alive through email and contacts with Cheryl's Facebook page and all of her people that's called Team Cheryl.
Yes.
And Greg kept it going. And Greg was, the first time I met him was in 1999, gigantic guy, 6'5", real big, sweetheart of a guy from Clarksdale, Mississippi originally, lived in Las Vegas. And I knew he worked for the EPA, but, you know, he was doing this moderation, the moderator of this fan site, as a volunteer thing. And he was tough on it. And so we were getting ready to start the drive this year, and he had to have some back surgery, and we lost him. He died unexpectedly New Year's Eve day. And it was quite a blow to us in a lot of different ways. So Cheryl asked if this year our drive would be in Greg's memory. And so we finished up the other day with $14,500.
Oh,
wow. That's awesome.
$5 donations to $50 donations.
Right.
And, you know, we try to get people to use PayPal. We try to get them, if it hits our account, we try to get them an email thank you that day. And we've really, and this year was kind of tough because many of these people had gotten acquainted with Greg and used to go all over the country to Cheryl's shows, and we kind of shepherded this group of people that were Cheryl's Fan Forum fans. They did T-shirts and the whole bit. And then after he passed away, I mean, I knew him for all these years. I knew he worked for the EPA, and I knew he worked in radiation.
Right.
And I found out he was actually commander of their radiation emergency response team for the United States. I mean, he was.
Isn't it funny how you don't know who they are, and all of a sudden you find that out?
Yeah.
Well, he just was one of those people that never bragged about what he did or talked about, or I'm in charge of
he's
this.
unlike
he did once tell me that,
Mike.
like this coming year, we're going to have 2 presidential nominating conventions. And he always told me, he said, don't count on me for during that period of time, because there's always a radiation response team on hand at one of those conventions, and I'm usually there with them. I just didn't realize his title was commander, and the EPA just named the Emergency Operations Center out in Las Vegas, dedicated in his honor, named it after him. So he was just, he'd come. We have a group of family here in Kennett. We have a band, blues band, bunch of old guys, and Cheryl's dad plays in the band with us, and we do 2 or 3 shows a year, mostly benefits here if we play in Kennett. And it's just guys that love to get together and play. And some of them, not including me, but some of them are just really good musicians.
Right.
Could play with
Isn't that
anybody.
always awesome when that happens?
And we do 1 show a year at BB King's on Beale Street in Memphis. And I've been doing that since 2003. And Cheryl's sweet enough, she comes in and sits in with us occasionally. I think she's sat in with us about 5 times. And
that's just cool that she just decides to get up and sit down with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's right.
Down home people,
and we'll find the day before, and she gets, and artists of her stature, they normally know what's going to happen. She gets up with us. I mean, it's just, she'll call the night before and say, okay, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Well, this last time we played, she's got a song she does in concert, her and Big Al Anderson wrote, called Best of Times. She blows harmonica on it and everything. So we'd love to do that with you. Well, of course, we just did it with her. We had to rehearse it without her, and we just played it. And it turned out pretty good. But she just she does it because she has a good time doing it. And she's on stage next to her dad. Her dad is, he's a unique individual, hard-working, retired attorney. One of those attorneys you did not want to wind up on the other side of in a courtroom. And hard work ethic, that whole family is that way. They work harder than I can hardly watch them work. And Wendell just turned 84 years old and looks younger than I do, and is in better shape health-wise. We're just so thankful. And so we just have a ball with him. And then, of course, it's a family event when we go to BB's. All of our families show up there, and so we have the place pretty well packed with family and friends. So it's a good time in August.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, tell people how to plug you and everything so they can find you on Facebook and look you up and see more about what's going on in the background of what y'all do.
Okay. Yes, we've got a Sheryl Crow Birthday Drive Facebook page. There is a Delta Children's Home page. It's just www.deltachildrenshome.com. And then we've got our band. We keep track of what we're going to do there. We've got The Usual Suspects, Kennett, Missouri. Kind of set us apart because we've had that name for years, and it has nothing to do with the movie. Anybody that's a movie fan can go back and watch Casablanca. At the end, when the guy tells after the Nazi colonel is shot, they said, "Go round up the usual suspects." So that's what we are.
Right.
And we've got the Usual Suspects Kennett, Missouri Facebook page, and we kind of announce when we're going to be playing and so forth. And we don't ever announce that Cheryl's coming because her dad says if they don't want to come and hear us play, to heck with it.
Right. That is exactly right.
And I am paraphrasing.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, brother, we need to wrap this up on the 20-minute mark, but thanks for calling in, dude. And again, plug again exactly how they can find the Facebook page.
Please look up Sheryl Crow Birthday Drive on Facebook, and also check her Sheryl Crow Facebook page, and then check The Usual Suspects, Kennett, Missouri, and check in and see what we're doing.
All right,
and we'll share it on the Just for Fun page also. So.
And thanks
all right,
for what you do,
thanks
man.
for having us.
Oh man, no, thank you for what you do, because I try to help as many charities as I can, and I do get overwhelmed because there's so many, but that's just my way of paying back the world. I'm lucky to be here. So it's cool to just see another average guy that's just taking it upon himself to try to help the world be better. It's super cool.
All I'm doing is sitting here counting money and trying to send thank you notes.
Yeah.
These fans of Cheryl, and this is the amazing thing. She generates that type of loyalty. I'm a big Eagles fan.
Right.
I've never sent a nickel to anything that Glenn Fry or Don Henley or have been associated with. I just haven't.
Right.
But these people do.
Right.
They support it because
cool.
they believe in children and they believe in Cheryl.
That's awesome. All right, man. Well, thank you very much for calling in. And if there's anything we can ever do to share anything or whatever, just make sure you find us and send us a message.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. We're at that 20-minute mark. We got to shoot off the commercial. Hang tight. We will be right back. It's just for fun in the morning.
Don't worry about taking me up there. He said I'll just sit there while they're doing it.
Oh, they're just going to do tires?
Well, they're going to do the other stuff, but that shouldn't take that long.
I got to get an oil change anyway. I'm just ready to go to sleep.
Well, you don't need to be driving if you're like that.
Well, you can drive back.
I'm not. Anyway.
Never mind. You don't get that.
No. I'm not acknowledging it.
No, you don't need to. I don't need to be driving.
Because then I have to be able to go to the conference at 2:30.
Yeah.
So I'll just
hang out that you're going to have to just sit there.
I'm not worried about it. I'll go by gravity first.
Yeah, I don't want to drive. I'm just like zonked, man. I got like 4 phone calls that's supposed to be happening at noon today. And it's just like, there's no way.
When David went into the anaphylactic shock, I'd given him 2 Benadryl when it happened. When he got in the ambulance, they gave him 50 more IV. So like literally I'm driving behind the ambulance and he's like.
Well, used to I could eat 2 and it wasn't a big deal because I ate them all the time. But now I don't do pills other than what my acid reflux and I quit taking ibuprofen because I was to the point I was taking 8 a night.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when they were like, dude, you're going to screw up your liver. You need to quit doing that.
Well, my mom she was in the VA up in Sheridan and she was having an MRI or something where they insert the dye.
Right.
And she's allergic to that. So they gave her like a crap load of Benadryl before and then like a Xanax or something.
Right.
So I'm sitting there FaceTiming and her head's like this the whole time. And she's like, and I'll talk to you later. Why don't we just end the show? I'm
going to turn on my Fire Stick and just watch a movie.
You're not going to make it past 5 minutes of that movie. Why don't we just end it early?
I just hate to do that to everybody. I didn't realize I felt this bad. But
it's the Benadryl.
I think it's the Benadryl. I've got a hangover. I mean, I drank a 5-hour. There's no reason I should be like this right now.
Benadryl. And that's when I said something about my mom. David was like, that's how I felt when I was in the ambulance.
I told my wife, I said, them people that eat pain pills like it's going out of style, I don't like, I can't even get it out of my mouth. I don't like that feeling.
It's a loop because I was like that when VA was feeding me.
23?
Yeah, 3 different medications I take 4 and 5 times a day.
When I had my back surgery, I was supposed to take it every 4 hours. Then it was every 3.5. I wanted it. Then it was every 3. I got to the point where I was taking it every 2.5 to 3 hours. And my problem is I'm like this though on the couch or in the recliner rather because my back. I was just like this. And I could tell you I was watching TV, but it would be like, and then it would be this 15 minutes later. I was just in and out. Yeah, I could hear it, but I'd be in and out. I called up on every episode of ER that year. Because TNT used to show 2 hours a day of ER, and I watched every single episode. Well, I think I did. I mean, I can't truthfully tell you that I heard it. Yeah.
I was listening to a movie.
Yeah, but you get very codependent on those pills. I just refuse to be that guy.
Taking all my
right.
Every single one of them.
I was hoping though. Gonna do something, but I don't even feel like I took that.
That a lot of times that will make me not sleep.
Man, that usually is when my dad was alive. Anytime I'd get the real bad sniffles, because I unfortunately always have had more sniffles. And so on a day that I'd get the sniffles, I'd be like, down, I need breath. And then I'd feel better in a couple hours. It ain't happening today. And I took 2 of them. I took 2 of them at 8 o'clock because I was like, I don't want to be hungover tomorrow. So I took them at 8 o'clock. Still didn't go to bed till like 11. And now all of a sudden I'm waking up going, like literally with the coffee cup, watching the news. I put my arm over on the couch and I could feel my wrist. wrist, turn it, and it was like,
You still
son
ain't
of a gun.
coughing?
No. I'm gonna go pee. I got.
Why'd you take Vader down?
I was about to say, why did you get up in the middle?
It shines on camera. I'm gonna put it under the Mick Jagger.
It's called the. Oh my God! Shut up already. Oh my God. Maybe you wouldn't have to go. Jesus Christ! I don't remember eating celery. He's trying to sink. Oh my God, that man. Bleh, I'm about to throw up. Bleh. Sounds like he's throwing up.
Like I just ripped my lung out. It was.
You need a shot of steroids. You need a shot of steroids in your butt.
I don't need a shot of nothing in my butt.
Yeah.
Huh? No. I need to shoot mine. Oh my God. Like I was doing good for the first half of the show, and then I'm kind of like,
So what do you think about that video that went through with that Captain Higgins?
I don't know what video you're discussing.
And he was accusing the Gremlins gang.
What video?
That video.
Oh, what video?
That one.
Please explain. I'm lost.
He was pretty much calling out this gang and was like,
dude, I think that's
it's a cop.
Yeah.
Well, here, let's talk about it.
Well, I got to pull it up. Hold on.
Please hurry.
You can play it on air, but I have to send you the link. Hold on.
Well, let's just talk about it.
Yeah, that'll run through 20 minutes.
So he's a sheriff.
Yeah, he's a
And
sheriff.
he's calling out a gang.
Yeah.
Of his community.
Well, see, like he does this for like certain criminals. You know, we know who you are. We know where you're at.
Right.
We're looking for you. And then now,
All right, here, let's go back. All right, everybody, we are back. Denise is trying to pull up a story, and Mr. Brian Eubanks was just explaining it. So say again, what is it that's happening here?
all right, this sheriff, he calls out wanted criminals in his area.
Okay.
Tells them, I'm looking for you. I know where you're at. You know, we're going to get you. And he came up with this video coming after a gang called the Gremlins. I think
the Gremlins gang.
Yeah, they're trying to get it pulled up now.
I just realized I can.
So
it was sent to me in Messenger, so I can play it.
Yeah, they're coming out now that family members of the accused Gremlins gang are upset with Captain Clay. No, Captain Clay Higgins. The Crime Stoppers video that went viral last week. They plan to contact the Department of Justice and even believe Higgins should have to resign.
Why?
Watch the video.
All right, let's watch the video, everybody.
19th out of St. Landry Parish, a video featuring Captain Clay Higgins with the St. Landry Parish Sheriff's Office has now gone viral. Captain Higgins is directing a warning to the Gremlins gang, but his approach is receiving mixed reactions. News 10's Jasmine Thibodeau talked to a few people in Acadiana for their thoughts.
Captain Clay Higgins with the St. Landry Parish Sheriff's Office is known as the Cajun John Wayne. His method, which could be considered tough, is what helped drive his popularity. In a recent video, Captain Higgins is seen directing a warning at the Gremlin gang, a group of individuals wanted for criminal activity in Vermilion Parish. His words have some in Acadiana praising his approach.
The thieves are thieves, whether they're white or black. He's just calling it like it is. They thieves, they thugs. And I don't see nothing wrong with it.
I thought it was hilarious. But I do think he sent the right message. I think with people that are that, I guess, heinous criminals as far as some of the actions they've done, I think it sends a strong message.
In the video, Higgins refers to the suspects as animals and thugs, words that are receiving mixed reactions.
Yeah, but I don't have a problem with that.
Harsh, but at the same time, if you're out committing those types of crimes, what do you expect for the public response to be? I also realize that they haven't been convicted yet, but if they're instilling this type of fear in the public, then somebody has
They're
to
gang members. They're not charity workers.
Right.
One organization taking issue with Higgins' choice of words is the American Civil Liberties Union of Louisiana. In a statement, the agency says, quote, while we support legal law enforcement and certainly are as concerned as anyone about violence in our neighborhoods, law enforcement officers must be aware of the implications of their public statements. Assuming that what is reported is true, Mr. Higgins has suggested that those he seeks to arrest are subject to execution before trial, end quote. Reporting in St. Landry Parish, Jasmine Thibodeau, KLFY News 10.
I don't really see a problem. Let's hear his
this
actual
is his
statement.
actual
Let's
video.
actually hear the statement. Because, I mean, come on. If you're a gang member, you're not out saving puppy dogs and doing stuff with St. Jude's Children's Hospital. I mean, you're a gang member.
Right.
Street gang is responsible for hundreds of violent crimes, murders, armed robberies, witness intimidation, burglaries, drug trafficking, extortion, and brutal beatings. We've arrested 10 of these thugs and have warrants on 7 more. Every one of these animals is most definitely armed and dangerous. Darren Carter, Aaron Carter, Travis Cooper, Cody Guidry, Jaron Diggs, Kirkland Demachet, and Jonathan Landry. We have felony warrants for your arrest. You will be hunted. You will be tracked. And if you raise your weapon to a man like me, we'll return fire with superior fire. Darren Carter, you think men like these are afraid of an uneducated 125-pound punk like you that's never won a fair fight in your life and holds your gun sideways? Young man, I'll meet you on solid ground anytime, anywhere, light or heavy. Makes no difference to me. You won't walk away.
Can he move to Conyers, please?
Men like us,
Rockdale, rather.
son, we do dumbbell presses with weights bigger than you. And the convicts in jail, most of those men are good people who just found themselves crossed with the law. They're not evil, and they don't respect you or any punk like you. They'll toss you around like a rag doll. I encourage every citizen watching this to look into your own heart and find the American courage that conquers all evil. I implore you to listen to this message and stand up. Take back your streets. Take back your country. Come forward with information about these heathens that have terrorized your community. And for those who would use this message as a way to create false racial division in our country, take a close look behind me. Standing next to every cop is a leader of our black community. This is not about race. It's about right versus wrong. One last message to the Gremlins. You don't like the things I've told you tonight? I got one thing to say. I'm easy to find. On behalf of the St. Landry Parish Sheriff's Office, the Louisiana State Police, the U.S. Marshals, and every cop and law-abiding citizen from sea to shining sea, I'm Captain Clay Higgins, asking every patriot to stand up, share this video, and send a clear message to the world. We're Americans. We'd rather die on our feet than live on our knees.
I think he was in the military.
I see no
Love
different.
that guy.
I see no different with what he said than something Wyatt Earp would have said back in his time.
I don't understand why people are so offended by it. People are saying that he's pretty much saying that he's going to murder them. And I mean, do you see anywhere in that video?
Yeah, if they want to come at him, then
Right.
he's going to.
Everybody's
don't
entitled
they
to
call
their
that
opinion.
suicide by cop?
Yeah. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, just like I am entitled to mine. So all of y'all are entitled to your opinion. It seems pretty self-sufficient. It seems pretty straight to the point. It seems, if you're going to be that guy,
Well, and
people want to say that he's a bully and he's this and he's that. Well, the people that are terrorizing your community are the bullies, and we're the victims. So
he's just the one standing up to the bull.
I mean, what makes him any different than when Wyatt Earp had to tame the town? I mean, it is what it is. If you're going to have people running amok, somebody has to take charge.
Right. And Alex, can you explain this or call in really? He said Higgins is a gang member, the worst kind. Without that badge, he'd be arrested for what he said. He's standing up for BS.
He is the sheriff of that community.
He's doing what his job is. And he's taking back what
standing up for his community.
Right, exactly. So I don't see anything wrong with it. I love the video.
Well, it just sucks. I mean, everybody again is entitled to their opinion.
But ours is right.
I'm not saying anybody's right, but we should all have a sheriff that would stand up and tell the gangbangers. And I mean, hello, we just had shots fired at one of our people with Just for Fun Saturday night. Like some of our people were driving down the road and, was driving right past where Chuck passed away. And some hoodlums were standing out there shooting guns at cars.
Mm-hmm.
So we're lucky that Doc wasn't hit. We're lucky that the car wasn't hit. We're lucky that Benny driving wasn't hit. We're lucky it wasn't me driving on a motorcycle and get hit. We're lucky it wasn't me driving with my granddaughter and get hit. So for everybody that wants to say how wrong this cat is, think about your wife or the person you love the most getting shot. Would you disagree with that guy at that point? Because nobody wants to put themselves in that situation. They want to think, it could never happen to me. Well, that's a false statement. It can happen to anybody.
It can You're just in the wrong place at the right time.
Yeah. It just
okay.
sucks.
So Jacob, I understand. He said if he wasn't a cop saying the same stuff, he'd be locked up. Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
But he has a job to do.
He has exactly. So if Scotty said the same thing, you think he would be locked up?
No, if you have
I pretty much said the same thing.
Exactly.
When I was feeding the homeless, I had people threaten me.
And you want to come to my house?
That's right. I had somebody say that I know where you live, and I said, let me know when you're coming. I'll have coffee waiting on you. And the 12 gauge.
Right.
So does that make me a bad guy?
I mean, that's pretty much.
I had somebody threaten to kill me. I carry a pistol because I've had a guy threaten to kill me. And it's like, okay, now I just know everywhere I go, I pay attention.
Right. And it's like, it's pretty much you saying you know where I live.
Well, you threatened me.
You threatened me.
You threatened my family.
But,
and you're like, I know where you live.
But
that's how this guy's looking at it.
Captain Higgins his home is his home is the county that he is sheriff of.
I would love to see a sheriff stand up for the town.
I think that's amazing.
I would love to see it. One day, maybe I will.
Yeah.
That's why I said maybe he can run for president.
Yeah. I keep saying we need a former military person to be sheriff, to pull the reins a little tighter, to do what's right. The only, here's what pisses me off. The only people that really complain are the people that have done wrong. I mean, the drug dealer wants to be mad because he gets caught with dope. Well, don't drive around with dope. Don't ride through Porterdale and complain if you get pulled over for speeding. You're speeding. Don't ride through Porterdale and complain that you got pulled over and busted for a DUI. Don't be driving drunk. That's the one thing I admire about Porterdale. You don't fart around in Porterdale. You just don't.
It's like the robber suing the lady because he got hurt at her house.
Yeah. Pine Lake City, Peachtree City, Avondale, not to mess around in those areas because they're not going to play no junk with you. You don't go speed through Avondale. I mean, everybody knows that. That's like speeding in the actually city limits of Decatur. You don't fart around in the city limits of Decatur. Those boys will get you and hem you up. Don't be in a parking deck trying to rob somebody in a city of Decatur because there's no telling what. And God knows anybody. And Alex, you can't even deny this. If anybody draws at somebody, they deserve to be shot.
Oh, yeah.
So if he's a thug, gangbanger, drug dealer, whatever, and he aims at a police officer, that's it, man. It is what it is.
Does Alex carry?
Yeah, because he's been robbed before. So the proof's in the pudding. I mean, the proof is totally in the pudding.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Most of us wouldn't carry if we didn't think we had a reason to. I mean, duh. That's a no-brainer. Yeah, okay.
Whatever.
All right, we're at 9:51, and as y'all can tell, my throat is just like trash now.
What'd you say?
That's right. I feel like I've been at a bar, in like a smoky bar, yelling all night. And of course, he says, "Of course," and I'm not gonna finish the rest. But he just says, "Of course." He agrees with that 100%.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is yesterday a statement was made about the police don't stop crimes. Well, let me tell you, as a kid, I did my fair share of extracurricular activities with that life. And for every time that there wasn't a DeKalb County sheriff or a DeKalb County police car coming down the street, it was free target for us to do whatever we want.
Right.
As long as we knew the cops were right around the corner, we didn't fart around. Like on Glenwood, those cops would be up and down Glenwood. We knew when the heat was on, you go home. But again, if we had more heat on our streets, less stuff would happen. And people can all day long disagree with me, but I was that guy. So you can tell me what you hypothetically can think. I can tell you definitely what the truth is because I was there. I remember doing what we did. And I remember having cops pop my trunk And I remember them saying, if any of these stereos turn up tomorrow, if any of these numbers, if any of these IDs numbers pop for stolen, I now have a record of your home address and your driver's license number, and we will come to get you. So again, anybody can say hypothetically what they think. My dad was the cop, and my uncle was the drug dealer. That's the best of both worlds. It was the best. I got a firm look into both worlds. We got a phone call one night, back right as I was born. My father had let my uncle stay there for a couple of days because he'd been shooting heroin and doing all sorts of stupid stuff. And my grandmother wouldn't let him come home. And my father got a call from the FBI and says, we're down here in a van running tape, because back then they didn't have video. They're running cameras. And your police issue gun is being used by your brother to mug ladies on Peachtree Street. FBI called my father and said, check and see if you have your gun. My dad's gun was missing, and my uncle was mugging ladies. And people want to say that it doesn't exist. Oh, y'all are idiots if you believe it don't exist.
I just don't want to believe it exists.
So, and he just said, I'm entitled to have my opinion about cops that don't obey the law. So what's worse, the thugs that don't obey the law? I mean, I just made a statement this morning about the guns. Everybody wants to complain about the college students having guns. Well, guess what? The legal gun-toting people on college campuses aren't going to be the one that are going to just go kill people.
Right.
It's the thugs that walk up there and try to rob people, like it's already been happened. It's already been happening. What is it? Somebody in the library at Georgia State University got robbed twice.
Right.
Twice in the library, twice. Now, do you think the guy that did it was a student there? Of course not.
And was he legally carrying?
Of course not. Of course not.
Right.
Of course not. You know, I was in a little Chinese place down there. I was getting to-go food at Ellis and Piedmont. And I remember a gun being pulled on me. Do you think he was a legal carrier? No, he looked like a crackhead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, come on. It is what it is. It's real easy for people to sit behind a keyboard, and it's real easy for people to sit behind a computer and say what they think the real world is. But if they've never really experienced it, then you really don't have a valid point. I mean, like, Alex has been robbed. Alex has a valid point on how robbery works. He can give you a valid point. He was that guy. I can give you valid points on other predicaments because I was that guy. You know, that's one reason that I've had a couple of preachers reach out to me about talking to guys in church, talking guys in jail, because I can reach those guys in jail because I can relate to them where the preacher can't.
Right.
Okay. And the question was raised, what's worse? And they think a crooked cop. So what?
Okay, hold on. I got this. What law isn't being obeyed? Okay. He is using the First Amendment right, as we all do. Excuse me, his First Amendment right as well as his job. No disobeying of any laws. So that's from a listener.
Which I agree.
I mean, I agree with Alex. A crooked cop is just as bad as a gang member.
But they're not all bad.
They're not all bad.
They're not all bad.
But there's no good gang members.
Right.
Well, how about this? If you were living in his parish and you were scared to go to the store, I bet you'd be begging for a guy like that.
Oh, yeah.
I dare any of y'all local people to go down Salem Road at about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
I won't do
it. And go into Quick Trip and tell me how you feel. Go into Quick Trip, pull a big wad of money out, or pull out your wallet where somebody in there can see you with like 4 or 5 good credit cards, and then walk back out to your car. I dare you. I mean, that's an idiotic thing I'm telling you to do. That is idiotic, and you'd be stupid to do it. But if you want to think that it's a safe place, then hey, you're kind of on your own if you do it. Nobody, I mean, do you juggle chainsaws? If you juggle chainsaws, you're bound to get a hand cut off, duh. So I apologize. I am so losing my throat. All right, man, we're going to get out of here. Everybody have a great day.
Yeah, because in like 2 minutes, he's not going to be able to talk at all.
That's right. It's all bad. And I just
in every community,
I just got you losing your voice as the morning goes on. I really recommend resting. And oh my God, I stole horses. I don't even know what he's saying. I'm leaving that one alone.
Every community has stuff. It's just whether or not people talk about it and bring it to light. I mean, every community has crime and crap that happens.
Right.
But it's whether or not people talk about it. But just because you don't talk about it doesn't mean it's not happening.
Well, it pisses me off. Somebody sent Doc an email saying you need to take down that post you made about being shot at in the city of Congress.
Why?
Because people aren't going to feel safe to come here. Effing duh.
Fix it.
She was shot at. It's the reality. It's her freedom of speech. And the first person that tries to tell me I don't have the right to freedom of speech, I'll give you some freedom of speech. Just call me on the phone and I'll express my freedom of speech to you, because nobody is going to tell somebody not to post something. Nobody's going to tell somebody to not say something, not around me. I support my freedom of speech every day. Hell, I built Pirate Radio just for that. So if you don't like it, don't listen. Don't support me. I won't support you. It's that simple. But everybody that loves Just for Fun Radio loves the fact that we try to support the little people. We try to take care of everybody, and we recommend everybody express their feelings. You have that right.
Well, and I'm sure after all of this, people are going to get blocked or happy blocking. But it's this thing says I don't always get blocked on Facebook, but when I do, it's good indication that I was right and they couldn't handle it.
Well, how about this? How many crooked cops do we hear about? Then tell me about how many gangbang members and crooks do we hear about daily? Do the comparison. And Joe Leaper's basically saying that he lost his voice 3 weeks ago and he's still having a problem.
Stop talking, Joe.
Well, I make the joke when I was working in the bar business and I always around smoke at night. And I went into a friend of mine that is a pharmacist. And I kind of secretly walked up and I was like, look, tell me what the secret juice is. Like everybody says honey and tea, green tea and this. Like, what is the secret? And he says, you need a cup of shut the F up. And I said, excuse me? He says, the only thing that's going to help your voice is a cup of shut the F up. He
Does
said,
that happen with you?
You just got, I don't even think it's possible. Again, freedom of speech. If you are free to envision whatever it is you want, if you are free to make a decision on whatever it is you want, if you are free to say whatever you want, then I am damn well free to do, say, and act however I want. There's not one person in America that can shut my mouth. I made a comment like that not too long ago at a private function, and I pointed over to a judge and I said, there ain't but two people that could stop me. And I looked at the judge. I said, that'd be you and your bailiff. But you would only be able to do that if I was in your courtroom. I said, but outside of your courtroom, can't none of you stop me. It just is what it is. And if y'all don't like it, don't listen. It's that simple. Don't listen. But I'll also tell you this. When your family member has cancer, you're going to call me. Sorry, but that's the reality. It's just like the preacher guy with the sign that wanted to dog all us bikers out. And then we found out as he was talking so much crap about our bikers, my buddies that rode in Griffin was helping his cousin. He thought it was okay that they helped his cousin, but he wanted to stand on the streets of Covington and tell all of us we were going to hell. And no matter how much we helped the St. Jude Children's Hospital, we were not going to heaven because we were all sinners. But yet the very next weekend, they were down there raising money for his family member. So again, it sure is great when it fits your needs. Mm-hmm. It sure is great when it fits your needs. We're all sinners. What's the difference? Yours and mine. What was you going to say?
Only if it helps me out.
That's right. All right, look, we're going to get out of here. I'm going to go up here and drink me some coffee.
Go and clear your throat. It's peeing me off.
It's dry. It is completely dry. There's nothing I can do about it.
Tomorrow.
That's right.
Talk
Everybody,
to you
we'll see
later.
y'all on the flip side. Remember, it's just for fun in the morning.
Don't do anything we would do.
Yes.
If you do it just for fun.
Don't do anything. And be careful what you say because people will hate you. You'll get a third of people love you and you'll get 2/3 hating you.
I'll say I love everybody and then somebody's going to hate you.
That's right.
Yeah.
The only good thing is I love me. And if y'all don't love me, well, it's okay. It's okay. I don't need your approval.
I like you.
I don't need your approval. I mean, I'm going to do what I got to do. Everybody, it's just like pirate radio. You can't stop the voice. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you on the flip side.
It is.
Yeah, I got to stop the voice. Everybody have a good day. We'll see you on the flip side.
Bye.
Later on video, you guys.